All right, can you guys hear me okay? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? And can everybody chat? Can you guys comment? Okay, you guys can hear me because I was just, hang on. Oh, okay. I see you guys commenting. Okay, sweet. Hey everybody. So I know it's been like 2 months since I've actually done any kind of streaming, and instead of just pre-recording, I'm just gonna get up here and live react to all these lies and slander because this is ridiculous. Hey, everybody, let me give the puppy a treat and get her settled just a second. Okay, audio is working. That is great. Welcome in, you guys. It's good to see some familiar faces in here. Welcome back, everybody. I was actually minding my own business and I was watching the Karen Reed trial earlier this morning. If you guys don't know about Karen Reed, last name is spelled Read. It's a pretty massive trial that is playing out right now. So if you guys like Emily D. Baker and the law nerds and all that good stuff over there, definitely go check out that trial. This has been all over the media for about the past month and a half or so, if you follow the true crime community. But this is the current talk of the town is Karen Reed. Anyway, and I'm really disappointed because they were reading out text messages today, and I'm like, damn it, I really don't want to stop watching trial just to sit here and respond to Monty lying once again. But if we make it quick, I'll be okay. So let me say hello to some familiar faces, and I apologize if I seem a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit rusty. It's been like 2 months. Okay. So bear with me. It might be rusty today. Okay. But welcome in, you guys. Oh my gosh, 32 people watching, 35. All right. That's pretty good. Okay. Ploppy, hello. Bipolar Warrior, hello. Welcome in. Elizu, I hope I said that right. Lazy, good to see you. Valley Talks and Shares, welcome in, hun. Your attention is 100% focused. Oh, well, thank you for not sniping, Valley. I appreciate you. Um, Thank you, Bipolar. And then Ploppy saying we can hear you. Come Fondue, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. And I think I got everybody for right now. Because then yeah, okay, I got everybody for now. Okay, Monty is back to talking his same old shit once again, and I might have quite a few cursey words today because I'm pretty irritated. Okay, apologies. So I will try to hold back on the cursey words, but he's on my last nerve. So before we get into anything, okay, I was not watching his stream because I was in the Karen Reed trial and I was actually watching the Karen Reed trial. Um, I did get several DMs notifying me that, hey, there's some new person in there talking crap, just to let you know. Um, and apparently they brought up my own case. So we're going to talk about my own case first. Then we'll get on to Monty's BS. I have to bring up the court system just a second here. Oh no, I need case search, not name search. Okay, hang on. Finally memorized my case number. I never memorize fucking anything, but I memorized this one. Okay. Um, Let me bring up the screen. Hey, Scrange. Are you watching through EBD? I am. I saw you in there, Scrange. I was trying to like at you because I guess the way Emily D. Baker has her chat set, like she has pretty heavy restrictions on her chat. Like you can't talk in all caps and you can't like at people in response. Only the moderators can at people. So I tried to tell you hello in there, but I saw you. I was like, oh my God, it's Scrange. But I tried to say hello. I saw you floating in there. Hey, baked lasagna. Good morning. Good to see you. This is so weird to be back up here again, you guys. Okay, so what did Bally say? Hang on. Oh, is apartment wife here too? Oh, now let's not drag Bally about her relationship, guys. Oh my gosh, apartment wife. Good to see you, hun. Glad you're back. Let's not drag Bally in her relationship, guys. Okay, she's got a lot going on over there. And I award her for being so brave about bringing her relationship to the internet. But let's just have some respect for Bally, okay? That is Bally's life, and that is actually happening to her in this moment. So let's respect the reality of the situation. So Bally is welcome to be in the chat. It doesn't bother me. So okay, let me. Can I bring up my case thingy? Ta-da! There it is. Can you guys see it? God, I forget that I have to like check my screens and stuff. It's weird. It's been 2 months and I barely remember how this works. Okay. Can I zoom in and can you guys see? Hang on. Okay. Can you guys see that better? Do I need to zoom in more? Hang on. I know you guys are going to get your screenshots. I know how you are. Okay. That's the best I can do. Thank God for zoom in. Um, okay. So on Cinco de Mayo, so May 5th, 2025, Cinco de Mayo. Okay. Motion was filed. Now, in my state, they're not going to tell you every single little motion that is filed. Like a lot of the times you'll see that there's new motion at play, but
Sorry, I shouldn't have talked so much yesterday, so I'm going to refrain from speaking for real today. This is me, the crusty voice. Purple glitter is a staple in girl world. She is for sure mentally ill, but she pretends to have like multiple personality disorder. That way she can blame things on other personalities. Like she thinks it makes her like a dynamic and interesting person. She has, I forgot what it's called, but she gets really like she falls in love with characters from books and movies. She will invent people. If you talk to her, she will invent like a whole storyline between you and her. It's like an actual disorder. So if someone looks at her at the grocery store, she'll then say she's pregnant and they cheated on her and they're breaking up and make up a whole thing. Like it's a lot. She's mostly known for she dated like this fucking stupid ass retard idiot named Monty from Girl World who looks like Arthur. Long story short, she was like asking him if he could suck his own dick and like trying to do knife little play and shit. It was nasty. Anyway, he's nasty too, but I digress. She thinks I'm trying to murder her. I don't fucking know why. I feed into it because it's like funny. Like if you look her up on the farm, she just got a thread actually. Like she literally thinks she tells people like I'm trying to kill her and she had to relocate her family and stuff. But she like makes up that she even has these kids and stuff. And she gets exposed for every lie and then still comes back and then lies again. It's like it's just very entertaining. So anyway, this is her. So for the record, she's involved in a very real legal situation with an attorney that she was using to harass another locale. So then she ended up fucking literally stalking, harassing this man. I guess when he went to court, he had like three, like, like how you could buy a pack of printer paper. He had three stacks that big of her communications one-sided to him. So she's like very like for real in trouble for that. So anyway, I don't know what she's still going to talk about it.
because it's been outside of that 30-day window, they're not going to show you every single little bit of information that comes in. Okay. I think it was back on what day did this happen? Hang on. So I believe it was after January. Yeah, it was after sometime after January 13th. It was anytime after January 13th. And the judge actually came in and put my entire case on the highest security restriction possible because a piece of evidence was turned in that made the judge realize that, oh, there's sock accounts involved here. So the judge recognized that there was the internet at play. And once he started realizing exactly how many people were starting to get involved in this case, he came in and he made the official announcement and he said, I only want information from the respondent. And that is the only person I want information from. That's it. That anybody else, I don't want it. So he put a very, very high security level restriction on it. He went the highest level it could go, which I believe is like a level 6 Missouri, I believe, when it comes to security. Like this case got really wild, really, really fast. And sometimes I'm in disbelief half the time, knowing that I'm talking about myself here. So, in order for this to make sense, why I had to put in this in Missouri, I believe, when it comes to belief half the time, knowing this, which I believe is like a level 6 in Missouri, I believe, when it comes to security. Like this case got really wild, really, really fast. And sometimes I'm in disbelief half the time, knowing that I'm talking about myself here. So, in order for this to make sense, why I had to put in this motion, I have to show you one more piece of evidence here. And did I respond to Scrange? Hang on. Scrange is saying, "Oh, I didn't see you." She posted my comment the other day. Oh, you were fangirling. Oh, well, you're a good chatter, Scrange. You're really good at that. Um, you were saying all the right stuff, so I'm not surprised that you were able to get up on the screen because there's like what, like 20,000 people in her chat at any given time. So that's pretty damn cool that you got up on the screen for that. And I apologize. You're going to hear the puppy. She's being rambunctious and getting into things. I don't really know what's going on there. All right. So, in order for this motion to make sense, I have to basically connect the dots for you. Okay. Hang on. Let me get screens off the screen here. So, last weekend, I believe, was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend. Anyway, you are currently looking at my inbox now. Okay. This is my Purple Glitter Reacts inbox that connects back to my channel. Okay. I really don't use this email very often. I may check it every 3 to 4 months or so. There's a lot of drama in this email half the time, so I normally stay out of it. Can you guys see that? All right, yes, you can. All right, if you guys would look on the center of your screen, it is right underneath the Google notification here. I will put my cursor. Hang on, somebody's calling me. Yellowstone ringtone. Hang on. Okay, so I will have to call them back. So if they're listening, I will call you back. All right. This email came in back on January. When was it? January 10th of 2025. Okay. So this email came in January 10th of 2025 at 7:09 p.m. Why are you calling me twice? All right, this must be important if they're calling me twice. All right, you guys, I have to pause for just a moment here. Hang on. Let me throw up the be right back screen. So full of desperation. Do have to go by like 2 o'clock. Glad you're here. Um, and I do have to go by like 2 o'clock today, you guys. So just so you know, why is fake Val Buddha isn't even here anymore? Buddha's stream is. I don't know what you're calling the police for, Buddha. You're just wasting your time. And by the way, I do know it is fake Buddha because Buddha's channel is deleted. I know that much. So anyway, what did Ariel say here? Oh, she's talking about Bali. Okay. Sorry. I was just making sure things were calm in chat. All right, sorry guys, I did have to take that phone call. It was a family member calling Kevin. It's all good, no worries. So anyway, this email came in on January 10th of 2025, roughly at 7:09 p.m. in the evening, my time. Um, and this was the email that made me put in the new motion that you see in the case file. So I'm not going to bother to read it. All my motion is I was trying to get verification that sorry, my throat's going out. I was trying to get verification if this was his account. So all the motion was before Monty tries to sit there and lie about shit like he always does. Um, all the motion is motion to request verification, and there is a certain way you have to put in all the motions. Yes, you can use chat gpt. I do a combination of things when I put in a motion. I do have a lawyer friend that I can go to and say, hey, this is the type of motion that I'm trying to put in, can you draft it for me? So then they'll draft it for me, then I'll run it again through chat gpt. So then they'll draft it for me. Then I'll run it again through Chat GPT. Then I take it back to the lawyer. The lawyer then looks it over again. And then we turn in a final draft among the two drafts. So I do have somebody that is assisting me with all of this stuff. And they're being very, very nice at assisting me. But that was why the motion was turned in, because this email was sent right in the, like, it was physically sent right in the middle of the EPO paperwork. So this, like, January 10th was roughly almost exactly 1 month after the paperwork came through. So the whole reason I turned in this motion is because I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't the normal way that you sign documents. I don't see your little icon. I don't see both of your addresses. I don't see your paragraph disclaimer. But this is confirming that he does have an imposter account that we know of. So that's why I did have to turn in that motion. Let me bring back up the other screen here. Hang on. And let me reiterate here, because this case is now outside of the 30-day window. Okay, that's what a lot of people are misunderstanding here. It is now 2 months after this case has been considered to be closed. Okay, when a case is considered to be closed in the state of Missouri, which I'm in, they will very rarely take any other information once the case is closed. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Um, I was lucky that he did go on ahead and accept this part of the information, because I included screenshots and I had them printed off and I took it up there and I said, what concerns me is this was literally sent in dead middle, like it was like dead middle of the hearing. And we were literally a month away from the hearing. And then all of a sudden, I get this contact. So that's why they allowed that piece of information to come in, was because of the date that was on the email. So that's what caused all of this motion to be filed. Was I had just checked my email for the first time in like 3 months, and then I found it sitting there. So that's why it was a highly big deal. It was a reason for concern. And then let me catch up on comments real quick. Ariel is saying SJM isn't doing well. Oh gosh, I haven't heard anything about SJM here lately. He just kind of fell off the planet, didn't he? Corn. Um, and by the way, was anybody able to verify if that was the real Buddha? I'm assuming it was a troll Buddha, because I was told whenever I was told whenever Buddha deleted, like I had several people reaching out to me and being like, "Okay, she's gone." I was like, "Really?" So, exactly, Scrange. Exactly. Case is beyond closed right now. It would take an extreme circumstance for the judge to even look at anything at this point. So people can sit there and send all the empty threats that they want, but it's not going to happen. It's just the judge is just done. He was already done quite a bit ago when he started getting like an influx of intel coming in. So okay, Monty has now streamed about me 3 times in a month, 3 times within a month. And actually, before we get started on this, I'm going to show you guys a live shot of my inbox once again, just so I can prove to you guys that I am not in contact with this asshole and he keeps lying. So, do you want to see the purple glitter one? Hang on. Actually, let's go to the stoner files because that's really the only one that I use anyway. So, I've explained to you guys the case thing so that way Monty doesn't lose his shit and make shit up. I've explained all that already. I'll go on ahead and show you guys the outbox since we're sitting here in real time just to make you guys feel better. But I have not talked to this guy since fucking March 30th and he keeps lying out of his ass once again. Once again. Pew Pew Tasha, what's up? Barney, good to see you. Hello, hello. And hello, hello to anybody else that has come into the room. So, all right, let me show you the outbox real fast. Kind of ridiculous that I have to do this shit, but since Monty needs the attention today, I guess that's what we'll do here. And does anybody know why fake Buddha was in my chat? Like, that's kind of pathetic, if you ask me. Like, you're literally trying to troll me with fake Buddha? Please. Okay. All right. So, can you guys see? Yes, you can. All right. So, last email sent to stories of the internet. Come on, screen. Come on. I believe in you. You can do it. All right. Was sent on March 30th. Last email was sent on March 30th. I don't have any other emails but this one. I don't want any other emails but this one. But he keeps continuing to make shit up. He is constantly making shit up. And I'm fucking annoyed. And you know the reason he's making shit up? Because he's getting clout off of it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why. And like, I don't know who all these new people are who are randomly showing up in Monty's chat just to stir the pot, but he really needs to start blocking these people because they are just in there to stir him up, to get him to react. And he's being a dumbass and he's fallen for every single little bit of it. Like, smarten up, dude. What is so hard about this shit? Why are you letting these people constantly troll you? That's my question. Oh, and he doesn't save the chat. Yeah, he does that as punishment. If his chat's not high enough, he doesn't save the chat. Yeah, whatever, douchebag. All right, hang on. I need a drink of water. Hang on. All right, you guys can see now. Sorry about that. Hang on. What are you guys asking? I've got some questions coming in here. He only got 92 views. I mean, he's really been tanking lately. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. But he's really been tanking. Um, Pew Pew Tasha is saying there has been an increase in sock accounts lately in his chat. Yeah, that may be why. I noticed that too, Tasha. Like, there's been a hell of a lot more trolls in there more than normal. Like, some of them I've never seen or heard of before. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Why are you talking to these people? Thank you, Ariel. Screen just saying fake trolls won't work in this chat. Pathetic attempt. Exactly, Scrange. Exactly. It won't fly in here. Corn is saying if Monty didn't want your attention, he would stop talking about you. Thank you. Thank you, Corn. It is that simple. It is that simple. The reason you don't see me talking shit right now is because I don't want people talking shit about me. Okay? All right? I was really trying to handle things on the community tab. I was really trying to just only stay with my community tab. And clearly it's not going too hot, you know. Because Monty is continuing to run his mouth. Barney is asking, why don't I just ignore it? I you know, if I ignore him, he makes it worse for some reason. Like he continues to amp it up and he continues to increase it. And I know what he's doing. He's all using this for clout and attention. That's what he wants at the end of the day. Is he just wants to be talked about because his views are hurting once again and he has to have that coin. It's just when he brings innocent people in, and I know what he's doing. He's all using this for clout and attention. That's what he wants at the end of the day. Is he just wants to be talked about because his views are hurting once again and he has to have that coin. It's just when he brings innocent people into it, like people that don't even need to be involved, that's when I get really, really upset because there's certain people who should be left out of it, you know? He only got 92 views. I know. It's so sad now, you guys. It's so sad. Punishment for who? Honestly, it's probably punishment for me. He traces my IP address. He knows when I'm in that room and when I'm not in that room. I was in with Scrange over in the Karen Reed chat, minding my own business. I wasn't even fucking there. And this is what he does. If I'm not in the chat and if I'm not in attendance, he will sit there and he will delete the chat each and every time as a way to punish people who weren't there to begin with. It's a really fucked up sociopath thing that he does. Um, his views tanked, and that's why he told to. Yeah, Barney, I know, I know, I know. He keeps attacking SJM like pathetically, and I'm like, wow, you tried to show up at SJM's house for dinner, and then all of a sudden SJM disappeared. Are we surprised? No. All right.
Oh, okay. My rotation isn't happening.
Which, by the know where the hell he is, but it's awful. But there's one thing I do want to say before we get started here. I do want to say that this title is extremely misleading, in all honesty. Um, the title that he has for this is Providing Documentation to and Following Up with the Lawyer on Blank Avenue. Okay. That is the current title of this stream. And him and the clickbait titles are pathetic, man. Like they've just gotten progressively worse over time. He is so desperate to get his views back that he's willing to say and do whatever. And it's just pathetic, in my opinion. I don't freaking get it. And when I saw this title, I kind of low key freaked out because one, I didn't know it involved Buddha. Okay. I had no clue. First of all, I didn't even know till like end of last month that Buddha even had a lawyer involved. Okay. That's how out of the loop that I am. Like, I didn't even know. The last thing I was told is that Buddha had a lawyer. And then the next thing I was told was that Buddha deleted her stuff. And so it's interesting that Buddha all of a sudden conveniently reappears whenever I reappear. That's some stalking bullshit right there. Okay. So the thing that got my attention and the thing that threw me was it said the location of Avenue. Okay. I'm trying not to say the first part of it. But when I Googled that, it came back as California. Okay. And what made me low key panic about the situation is because the previous lawyer is also licensed in California. So there's two people he could have been talking about the situation. He could have been talking about Buddha's lawyer, or he could have been talking about my previous lawyer. Okay. So, first of all, this title is very misleading. It is very clickbait. And when he came on here, he had no proof of anything. Absolutely nothing. Once again, shows up empty handed and, oh, guys, I'm going to make this a short stream today. Yeah, you're going to make it a short stream because you can't provide the proof for anything. That's why. That's why. Oh, and I meant to ask you guys, when it comes down to that email that I showed you, I was wondering, is there anybody on our side that can actually do like an email trace, like and properly do an email trace? Because I really would like to see if we can figure out who that email came from. Because if the courts are not going to answer the question, then maybe somebody on our side can figure out that email and trace it back. Because I would not be surprised if that email traces back to Monty. Because I would not be surprised if that email traces back to Monty. I would not be surprised. Not in the slightest. But all right, trigger warning. He talks about a bunch of crazy shit in here. I don't know why Monty has flown off his rocker lately, but he has. He's running around saying that I've got 2 to 3 jobs, um, that I'm living back at my mommy and daddy's house, that I've relocated, like all of this insane crazy shit. And I'm just like, dude, who the fuck are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Because none of this shit is true. I haven't relocated. You don't know how to read a court document. And here you are threatening to sue me and other people, and you can't even read a court document. Like, it's fucking sad. Either you come on with the proof or don't come on at all. It's that easy. All right, let's get into it.
I'm here in my vehicle, I guess. Uh, Talking about the whole situation. What's up, Blue Eyes?
All right, let's get into it.
I'm here in my vehicle, I guess. Uh, Talking about the whole situation. What's up, Blue Eyes? How's it going? We have here Fish, camera special effects. My auto rotation for some reason is working. I gotta figure it out. Holly Mac, what's going on? How's it going? Uh,
Oh, Bally. Bally is saying, Indica Queen, so many people talk about you but don't admit to it. Oh, trust me, girl. I know they're talking. They're talking in their discords and they're talking in private areas, but I've got eyes and ears in more places than people realize, and I see a lot of what they're saying. Okay, especially the call mic Discord. So I get what you mean when you say that like they don't admit to it. A lot of them won't admit to what they do, and I get what you mean by that. They won't own up to anything. Um, it doesn't bother me that people talk about me. Like I've been in this game going on 5 years now. People are always gonna fucking talk. Okay, that you can't do anything about it. What bothers me is when people take it to extremes and they go IRL with people over stupid ass shit that didn't even need to go IRL. Like that's when it gets on my nerves, though. You know.
we got Bally. What's up? Welcome. All right, so I guess people want to know what's going on with the lawyer. I think this is going to be a short one. Not really that long. The lawyer situation is still ongoing. As far as I'm aware, I haven't gotten a response, even though I called the lawyer and left my phone number, my details. I gotta figure out, um, not in a very formal way. It's more informal that I'm trying to do this, where I'll write a letter and informally ask whether or not the lawyer is aware that there's an individual on YouTube using his credentials, because he is an officer of the court, and I'm trying to figure out if he's aware of somebody using his credentials. Did he
He doesn't care. This is what really pisses me off is whenever Monty sits here and he pretends to fake care about this bullshit. He doesn't care. The only reason he's pretending to care is because he wants more information. That's what he wants. He wants to buddy up to these lawyers. He wants to get into their personal life, get to know more about them, because the more he knows about them gives them more content for him. That's why. Everything to Monty is content. Kevin, I'm laughing at you, bud. Um, she's paying her lawyer with what? Okay, I'm assuming that's a joke here. Um, what did Ariel say just a second ago? Ariel is saying he has you on his mind, PG. He will never stop. You know, that's not the first time I've heard that. I find it ironic and as funny as hell that the people in his chat purposely trigger him all the time. And instead of just blocking people like he should, I you on his mind, PG. He will never stop. You know, that's not the first time I've heard that. I find it ironic and as funny as hell that the people in his chat purposely trigger him all the time. And instead of just blocking people like he should be, he bites right back into it. Like, it's like, if you're that annoyed with the conversation, just start blocking people who talk about it. If you're that annoyed, just start blocking people. But he's such a damn narcissist that he won't do it. He has to have that attention.
say it was okay for this person to use his credentials? Did he give permission for this person to use his credentials? Does this person pay him a retainer to be able for him to represent her? Um, if the answer is no to all of these things, then the only other option is that somebody's fraudulently using his credentials, and that is against the law. So
Well, yeah, it's against the law, you moron, because they're an officer of the law. And the previous lawyer is also even higher up than that. He is military law. So they're also impersonating a military lawyer. Okay. It's a double edged sword at this point, and it's very, very dumb to do. Okay. Um, Baked Lasagna is saying Kevin Wong can. Are you talking about tracing the email? Because if there is somebody out there, like, I don't want to throw out names or nothing here, but if there is somebody on our side that can run that email, and if we can try to do a trace on our side, I like safely, I would really like to try to do a trace because I think it's going to trace right back to Monty.
I was gonna go to University Avenue, like downtown Toronto area, downtown, midtown. Well, actually, it's not midtown. It's pretty much downtown. I was gonna go there, but it takes a lot of effort for me to go there. Plus, I have a lot of stuff going on, just a lot of things household wise and whatnot.
Exactly, Strange. He had this stream scheduled for 3 days in advance. So not only did he have this stream scheduled 3 days in advance, but he changed the date 3 different times. Okay. He originally had it scheduled for the 14th. Then he scheduled it for the 9th. Then he scheduled it for the 7th. And then he put it back on the 9th. So let me get this straight, Monty. You need at least 3 days to prepare for this stream. You changed the date 3 different times. And then when it finally comes down to the day that you need to stream, you don't have proof of jack shit. You've got nothing. You're just up here fishing for info once again.
Rather than me spending a lot of money, well, I shouldn't say a lot of money, but a good amount of money. What are we talking about? We are talking about the copyright misuse that has been put forward through Buddha. So Buddha Bitch has said that a lawyer is representing her from Toronto. Well, it so happens that I'm in Toronto, and I've been given permission to follow up with this. So what I have done is call. There have been another individual that has called. I've seen that Bali has even sent an email wanting to know certain details about the situation. Now, this isn't like the, what was it, 10 business day thing. This isn't like that. I can still file suit even now, even if this has occurred in February or March, because it's still as it stands a copyright issue that I do have a certain amount of time to file suit, but I will be well within my means to do so. So pretty much, PG's lawyer.
Okay, here we go again. So I have no idea who this DoorDash Queen person is. This is a new name to me. Never heard of them. I'm just going to point them out as I see them. And chat, if you see new names as well, I would encourage you to let me know. Um, Screen just saying Monty never has receipts. Facts, definite facts. Um, yeah, I agree with you, Hazelnut. Talk is definitely cheap. Um, well, actually, lazy. I wasn't really paying that most. That kind of grosses me out a little bit. But thanks for pointing that out, though. Yeah, Bally goes to all the chats. Bally goes everywhere. Hey, Kankles, good to see you, hun. Welcome back. See, this was a question that everybody was asking, okay? Because Monty is creating these clickbait titles and he's doing it on purpose, okay? He's doing it for the attention. And Scrange is asking a really good question. What lawyer is he talking about and whose lawyer is he talking about? Okay. He has to stop with these misleading titles. Do I still find Monty attractive? Hell no. Hell no. That was outdated 2 years ago, girl. Lazy. Who would I rather kiss? SJM or Monty? Uh, do I get a pass card? Can I can I just not kiss anybody? Yes, hazelnut, it is. Um, all right, Lazy's talking to Bally there. Okay, Baked Lasagna was talking about Kevin Wong running the email. Okay, if you guys want to get in touch with me, if you go to my about section of my channel, you will see I have listed all the different ways you can contact me. So there's now 3 different ways you can contact me outside of my live stream. So if somebody wants to contact me and say, "Hey, send me the screenshots," we'll try to get a setup going for you. I really would like to try to figure out, uh, who that was from, because I know most likely it's somebody just fucking around. Um, Screen just saying, "WTF is he talking about? It's a sock account. Why would a sock account ask permission?" Exactly. Exactly. That is my biggest thing. Number one, okay, if you were in the middle of a protective order and it wasn't just a traditional protective order, okay, it is an emergency protective order, ladies and gentlemen, an emergency order. Would you really risk that entire paperwork just to reach out to somebody and say, "Hey, you have my permission to stream"? Would you really risk your own paperwork to tell somebody that they can actively stream? Bitch, this is my own channel. I know I can stream. Order, ladies and gentlemen, paperwork, and gentlemen, an emergency order. Would you protective order, ladies and gentlemen, an emergency order? Would you really risk that entire paperwork just to reach out to somebody and say, "Hey, you have my permission to stream"? Would you really risk your own paperwork to tell somebody that they can actively stream? Bitch, this is my own channel. I know I can stream. I don't need anybody to get up here and hold my hand. I don't need anybody to tell me when to go. I don't need none of that shit. All right? I just know that I can and cannot talk about certain things. I know exactly what my rules are. It just really annoys me that somebody took the time to make that fake account and troll me right in the middle of the court proceedings. That's what pissed me off, because that would have been one little piece of evidence that if I had found it on time, okay, if I had found that evidence on time, that would have tipped the scale in the entire case if I had only checked my email.
As someone impersonating him has him. Yeah, I've seen that.
Which, by the way, who the hell is this chatterbox person? This chatterbox person on the screen, who the hell is that? Because they are stirring up quite a bit of shit. So the chatterbox person says, hang on, I got to zoom out again. Chatterbox says PG's lawyer has someone impersonating as him too. You know that, right? Well, no shit, Chatterbox. If you've been around long enough to know better, a lot of people have impersonators out here, okay? Even Alex has impersonators at this point, all right? It's getting pretty bad.
I mean, is against the law. You're not actually supposed to. You can't impersonate a lawyer online. Doesn't
No.
matter how funny you think it is. You can't impersonate a police officer online. It doesn't matter how funny or cute or you're trolling. It's actually illegal. So pretty much, I got to figure out either the lawyer did give permission to have his credentials used within.
The lawyers aren't going to take the risk, Monty. That's when you're not thinking like a lawyer, you're thinking like a YouTuber. A lawyer is not going to sit there and, in their right mind, put their entire career at risk over a sock account. They're not going to do it. They've worked way too damn hard to get where they're at in the first place. Why would they risk it over a fucking sock account? And why is it your responsibility to figure it out, Monty? That's my question. What are you, the detective of Girl World, and everybody goes to you for this shit? Because half the time you don't provide facts for shit. Half the time your doxes are wrong, incorrect, not accurate, and chances are after this stream, you'll fire up another stream and find another way to attack me right after this one. But remember, you came at me first. I was minding my own business.
In this case, or he didn't. Um, if he didn't, then I'm gonna go forward with the lawsuit. Well, actually, even if he did, I would go forward with the lawsuit. So I'm going to be filing it in court. I'm going to give some time for response because, of course, there is a formality with things. I've given this lawyer a week after my phone call last week, Friday, to get back to me. As far as I'm aware, the lawyer hasn't gone back to me. Now, I will formally write to said lawyer by letter with or through registered mail. And if he does not respond within a reasonable amount of time, I will go forward with the suit. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys want to help me out with that, you could. Has PG been bothering you at all? Not yet. I say yet because.
And this is where the lies start once again. So Miss Maple Syrup and Waffles is once again Valerie under a sock account. This is another one of Valerie's sock accounts. I think I've caught about 20 of her sock accounts so far, and Miss Maple Syrup and Waffles is another one of them. Okay, it's another one of them. Trust. You can spot them pretty damn fucking easy. Um, so that is another sock account for her. Ariel, Valley wants to be my friend so bad I will consider if she's nice to me and ask very kindly. Aw, Ariel. Legal Egg is saying JM is sniping you. Yeah, I'm sure she is either in her Discord or she is most likely openly sniping. She is not live. So my guess is she is probably sniping in Discord. Hello, Messica. I know you're there, boo. Okay. Let me catch up here. New names will be going on the list. All right. Thank you, Hazelnut. That's probably a good idea because there's a lot of these people like the Miss Maple Syrup and Waffles. That's a second time occurrence for that username in that chat. As for that chatterbox person, no clue who the fuck that is. No, no fucking clue. So if you guys have ideas, let me know because they are starting shit. And I do approve the new people list. I think that's a great idea. Hey, Drilla, welcome back. You know, we do have new creators that are coming onto the scene each and every day. There are new people joining each and every day. It's just really, really hard to figure out who is on what side where. Like, it's gotten really, really fucking complicated lately. Ariel is saying, DM it to me. I can take a look. Oh, you mean on that email that I got in January? Okay, yeah, I'll snap it to you, and maybe we can figure it out. Ariel, Ariel is saying, "Wow, JM came back to YouTube just to snipe PG. How convenient." It is getting bad, Tasha. Like the trolls have got trolls at this point. Like the fuck happened? Like even the lawyers are catching strays at this point. All right, the lawyers are getting clout. The lawyers are getting strays. The wives are getting strays. It's like how the fuck did like even the lawyers are catching strays at this point. All right, the lawyers are getting clout. The lawyers are getting strays. The wives are getting strays. It's like how the fuck did it get this bad, man? Lazy is asking, do we like JM or is she on our list? I don't know. I don't talk to JM. I haven't talked to JM since fucking, I don't know, December probably. There's a lot of people that I quit talking to. And I mean a lot of people, especially after that court case. After that court case, I was like, fuck everybody. I only talked to one person and that's it. Um, Scrange is asking, is it illegal? What law, Monty? I'm assuming he means Canadian law. I'm assuming that's what he means. Sophie's saying, "Oh, I know, you guys. Don't get me started on Foodie. Oh my God, that woman is a train wreck, and she is still a train wreck queen to this day." All right, am I caught up at all yet? Am I caught up at all? Ooh, Ariel coming in heavy with the burns today. JM is just a hypocrite and a terrible friend, but she's not on my list. Damn, that's some truth bombs going on right there. Um, Pew pew, Tasha gassing me up. All right, let's go.
There have been years and years and years of the same cycle happening. If I call her out on it, she doesn't bother me for a little while. It could be like a day, it could be a couple hours, it could be a couple days.
Bitch, it's been 2 months. Bitch, it has been 2 months. 2 months. 2 months. I already showed the proof at the beginning of the video. You're going to have to rewind. I'm not going to bring it up again. You're just going to have to rewind to the beginning. 2 months, bitch. 2 months. But keep talking your shit. Go ahead.
It could be 2 or 3 weeks. Now she's actually been staying away for what I would describe as a longer period of time, but
Yeah. Yeah, like a 2 month longer period of time, Monty. Not a couple of hours, not a couple minutes, not a week, 2 fucking months. And yet you have the audacity to threaten me and say that you're going to sue me in this stream, which, by the way, that is the only reason I am sniping this shit today. I'm like, oh, bitch, so now you're going to threaten me with a lawsuit. That's what you're going to threaten me with now. Well, guess what? Now you get a reaction because I want to make sure that this content is on my channel. So if it does go to court, I can say, look, judge, I didn't do shit. I was sitting at home minding my own business, and this man cannot stop talking about me. You can't say the same, Monty.
sooner or later, she's going to go back to the same shit she's always done.
No, you are so disgusting to me, Monty. I don't even know how I liked you to begin with. Like, I must have been pretty fucking lonely. Okay? I must have been real fucking lonely to deal with your raggedy, dreaded, ugly, dread ass. All right? Very fucking. It's like, you are so disgusting to me, Monty. I don't even know how I liked you to begin with. Like, I must have been pretty fucking lonely. Okay? I must have been real fucking lonely to deal with your raggedy, dreaded, ugly, dread ass. All right? Very fucking lonely. And I'm sure chat is just laughing their ass off at this point in time. But I am dead straight up serious. How did I ever fall for this ugly, scamming, ugly, dreaded motherfucker who does nothing but scam women all day long? That's all he does. That's how he makes his living, off of scamming women. I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing it to a new woman right now, maybe two or three of them. He's got to keep afloat somehow. How did I ever even fucking like you? God.
Which is tell people that she isn't bothering me, and then she bothers me behind the scenes. And Monty, was there a new motion filed in PG's case? Arrest? Are you going over it? Was there? I don't know. I guess I can look it over.
All right, who is this chatterbox bitch? That's who I want to know. Chatterbox, you're causing some problems. All right, you're causing quite a few problems, and I think you know you are. And I'm assuming as soon as you get called out, this account is probably going to disappear. That's assuming what I'm going to happen is going to happen. Okay, so I'm calling you out. Why are you talking shit about my lawyer? Why are you talking shit about me? Why does any of this fucking matter? This case has been closed for 2 fucking months now. 2 fucking months, and people still keep fucking talking.
But what I wanna know pretty much is with this lawyer in Toronto.
And then fucking Valerie coming in under her Miss Maples and waffle syrup. I think PG's lawyer does not know about this because Valerie's making shit up once again. Once again, making shit up under two sock accounts now. That's great.
I don't believe that the whole thing with the whole Bali situation is choose some random person's credentials, allegedly, use it. They're from Toronto. Bali's not going to go from Ohio to Toronto to look after these matters. And then you get your shit back and then you're free. But the problem is if the lawyer didn't give you permission to use his credentials, and it just happens that I'm in Toronto and I will go ahead with this suit, then you're pretty much screwed, because what you are doing is called fraud. You can't use an officer of the court's credentials because you just want to, especially when they haven't given you permission.
No, you cannot use a lawyer's credentials. What a dumbass you are. And to anyone out there who thinks they're trying to one up me with this sock account, I know it's not him. I've known ever since I've seen the account that I knew it wasn't him. I'm sure it is somebody like Crab Locket, what's her face? Crab Latte, Ricky Morky. It's one of those two people who will not stop coming at me. Okay. I know it's one of those two doing it because they're just doing it for brownie points to kiss Jessica Muska's ass. All right. And don't even fucking get me started on Linda Cinnabon. All right. That bitch is crazy. Okay. That bitch impersonated as the lawyer's wife. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Linda Cinnabon impersonated as my lawyer's wife on Twitter and even followed me. And Monty was able to confirm it. That bitch is crazy. Lynn the Cinnabon is straight up crazy. Okay? And she did it all to kiss Jessica Meska's ass for a little bit of clout. And to make it even better, she came into my own chat and confessed to me why she did it. And she blamed Monty for it in the whole process. Okay? So be aware of people like this. All right? Anybody who moves like that, anybody who acts like that is not your friend.
Nor have they been representing you in any way, shape, or form. Like, that is something that a lot of people do.
Right? Exactly. Ariel's like, Val is so funny thinking that she thinks no one knows. We know it's her. Bitch, we know it's you, Valerie. I know you're sitting here sniping this chat and you're running to your community tab, mass talking about me 35 times a day. Bitch, nobody cares. Unless you go live, nobody gives a fuck. All right? So either put up and shut up and go live or don't say shit. Okay? We know it's you, Valerie. I've got a list of about 20 different sock accounts that you have all to yourself. And the biggest thing that you do to expose yourself, you fucking dumbass, is the first thing you do is you go into Monty's chat and you talk shit on me. You talk shit on me, you talk shit on Ariel, you talk shit on Jessica Meska, and that's exactly how we know it's you. You've been seen, bitch. You've been seen.
And it needs to stop because it's actually fraud. So I am in the stages of sending a letter, and once again, I'll give you some time, and we'll take.
Ooh, send your letter, bitch. Send your letter. Ariel, should I talk about the letter that I got? Only Ariel knows this shit. Only Ariel and Alex know this shit. All right. So I got a letter. I got a letter. Yes, Ariel. I can confirm that it was definitely Linda Cinnabon. It was. He was impersonating as the lawyer's wife and actively following me under Twitter while the case investigation was going. Okay. It was done intentionally. Ariel's all tea. Yes, Tasha. It was her. It was her. So be very, very cautious of Linda Cinnabon. She is Team Gigi. Okay. There's a reason why Bodega doesn't like her, and I fully understand. Okay. This woman is batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. All right. I don't even know how she's still here. Ariel is saying somehow I feel like it was Monty's fault. Oh, there's about 90% of this that's going to be Monty's fault. But, you know, how did Monty confirm it? I guess I have to show y'all the video. All right. Hang on. This is a longer stream than I expected it to be. I do have to be off here by roughly 2:15ish. So I really can't be off here on here too long. Where's the video that I found? I had it clipped down and everything. Shit. All right, hang on. I'm looking because it was a certain video. Here it is. All right, hang on. And the whole reason that Monty, hang on. The whole reason that Monty did this, I wasn't even watching Monty at this time, okay? And the whole reason Monty did this was because I told Monty, I said, hey, I think the lawyer's wife is following you on Twitter. Here's the username that you need to look for. Because not only were they following me, they were following Monty as well. Okay. And that's what really creeped me out. I was like, why the fuck are they following you? So I wanted to let Monty know so that way he could block. And he did block the account, I believe. But this stream is from a year ago. Okay, exactly a year ago. The title was Clarifying the PG Situation, Lawyers in Lawsuits. Then he tagged Jessica Meska was behind it all. So, Boo, if you sit and listen in Discord, I hope you got your popcorn ready because you're getting ready to get drug all over again. I know for a fact that you sent Lynn the Cinnabon to go after me. You've sent a lot of people to go after me, and all of your people have failed. All right, Boo, they failed. 100% straight up failed. Kind of funny how you keep trying it. All right, you guys can see, but yeah, Jessica Meska's not here, right? She's not here, but she continues to do all this shit behind the scenes. Sure, sure. All right, so the video is still there. If you want to go see it, clocked in at 1.5K views. This is when his views were good, and this is why he continues to throw me under the bus. All right, so this is how Monty clarified things.
No, that is Lynn the Cinnabon right there, because I've seen your pictures in King Cobra's Reddit, Lynn, and that is definitely you right there. That is you. You could wash the picture as much as you want, clear it up with filters. I know that's 100% Lynn the Cinnabon. And I'm sure if somebody's gonna watch this replay, 100% they're gonna confirm that's Lynn.
He means me.
Same eyes, same everything. I've seen her washed and filtered pictures before, and I'm very familiar with their look. And I can 100% tell you that is Lynn the Cinnabon, and Jessica Messica is trying to pull another one. Yeah. All right. Well, let me go to the King Cobra Reddit. We're gonna put up King Cobra. Let's just do this. Let's just do it this way. So I'm gonna put this out here. So here we go. Let me do it this way. So this is one of the pictures. Let me try and find the
Oh,
other ones that
sorry, I hit the wrong screen. I'm not used to having multiple screens back here. It's been 2 months for me, guys. I'm gonna be rusty here. Ariel is saying PGR haters aren't gonna like this stream. They're gonna be in a tizzy. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of them coming up from the grave like zombies. Like, meh, PG's back. Oh look who's back. Look who's back. Back again. No, tizzy. Oh yeah, see here. Ariel is saying PGR haters aren't gonna like this stream. They're gonna be in a tizzy. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of them coming up from the grave like zombies. Like, meh, PG's back. Oh look who's back. Look who's back. Back again. No, it is not Lynn. That is the lawyer's wife. So Lynn actually took a picture off of the lawyer's wife's TikTok and then she photoshopped over it. So no, it is not Lynn, but Monty was able to find who was behind the account.
people in the King Cobra Reddit has found on Lynn, because they found her other profiles and whatnot. And I'm gonna do it this way. Let me go to this, and I'm gonna go here. Okay, the Queen Cobra.
Oh my God, Sophie. Sophie's like, wait a minute. Who the fuck is that?
One. So let's what? Okay, let me put it up, and then we're gonna end this here. We're gonna end this shortly. So this was the one that was in the Reddit. So they had made this to try and troll the Cobra verse, right? So this is the same person. because I recognize that face. But you guys, I'm gonna show some more pictures about it, probably in my community tab or on another stream, and you guys can make up yourself. I gotta go back into the King Cobra Reddit because people.
Okay. So the last time Monty had any proof of anything was clearly a year ago. So this was the way Monty confirmed that yes, it was Lynn the Cinnabon who in fact impersonated as the lawyer's wife, and the fact that we've got lawyers and wives out here catching strays from girl world is really fucked up. All right, that's taking things a little too far in my opinion. Okay, let's stay on topic. All right, that's all I'm going to say is let's stay on topic. So that was proof of that. That was how Monty proved all of that supposedly. So now we're going to go back to today's stream, and I'm going to make sure this is on 1.25 because I don't want to be here all day. um, all right, and let's go back to present day. All right.
This happens, I believe that it's my best belief that the suit will go forward. Yeah, a lot of people in the space are suing other people, but I think what's happening is that there's too much people who lie, who cheat, who steal, who do a.
And the only reason I bring up Linda Cinnabon, okay, is because there has been quite a big topic about her going on over like with Yaba and them. So Yaba was talking about her not too long ago. This is just my personal experience with Linda Cinnabon. That's all I'm saying. My experience wasn't that great. I do want to forewarn people about Linda Cinnabon, and most of all, Linda Cinnabon is actually Team GG. Okay, so that should tell you everything you need to know.
A lot of flagrant things, and a lot of other people are okay with it. One thing you shouldn't do is PG will never. Yeah, I it's my best.
Man, his reception was like crappy. By the way, I do believe this is another troll account for
My
Val.
bad, people.
I do believe this is another Val troll account. DoorDash Queen. We all know that bitch don't drive. That bitch don't drive her shit. All right. Val is constantly talking about me 24/7. If she could wake up, live, breathe, and die and talk about me, she would. Hell, I could practically die and that bitch would still be talking.
Okay, it's my best belief that PG will never stop contacting me unless I
Oh my God, you are so full of shit.
literally um, get.
I just showed the proof. I just showed the proof in real time, and you are in some kind of weird, fucked up denial phase where you don't know why I'm not contacting anymore, and I don't have to explain to you shit.
Matters handled in court
Whatever.
to hold her accountable in
You're not holding me accountable for shit. Somebody else has already done that for you, Monty. Somebody else has already done that for you. So you can take that fake little Superman cape that you think you have on and shove it up your fat ass.
court, then the bothering me situation is never going to stop.
I'm not bothering you. I haven't said shit in over a month and a half so far. I haven't said shit. What all do I need to say? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want anything to do with you. You are the most disgusting person I've ever encountered in my entire life. What else do I have to do to get the point across?
Who is suing who exactly? Are there multiple suits? Well, I have to group everything in one suit. So am I suing both Buddha or PG? I will be. I actually won't be suing.
Valerie, get the fuck out of my chat, you stalking bitch. Valerie, you fucking stalking bitch. Get the fuck out of my chat. Mods, can you block her, please? I bitch.
Who is suing who exactly? Are there multiple suits? Well, I have to group everything in one suit. So am I suing both Buddha or PG? I will be. I won't. I actually won't be suing.
Valerie, get the fuck out of my chat, you stalking bitch. Valerie, you fucking stalking bitch. Get the fuck out of my chat. Mods, can you block her, please? I don't even need screenshots. Just block the stalking bitch, please. You're the one who's been talking about me, you damn cunt. Have you found Jared yet? Where's Jared, Valerie? Is Jared even alive? Are you obsessed over a dead man? Probably. Probably. Why are you even fucking in here, you fucking stalker? You stalk me, you stalk Monty, you stalk Ariel, you stalk Jessica. You stalk a lot of fucking people under sock accounts, including SJam. Why the fuck are you in here, bitch? You want a link? You want to come up, bitch? Because I got plenty of things to say. Go ahead. I'll let you on this panel. I got plenty of shit to say to you. You got something to say? Come up here. I am not afraid to tell you off for the next half an hour. Get the fuck up here, you shady bitch. Out here hiding behind a fucking sock account, please. Hiding under Monty's skirt tails. Fuck you, you dumb cunt. God. You got something to say? Come up here. I am not afraid to tell you off for the next half an hour. Get the fuck up here, you shady bitch. Out here hiding behind a fucking sock account, please. Hiding under Monty's skirt tails. Fuck you, you dumb cunt. Fuck up here, you shady bitch. Out here hiding behind a fucking sock account, please. Hiding under Monty's skirt tails. Fuck you, you dumb cunt. God. Sorry. Sorry. That annoys the shit out of me. Sorry. Oh, Hazelnut is like, what is happening? And Sophie's like, oh, we got a panel now. Oh, you guys, do not change. Do not change. Of course, she's going to show her ugly ass in here. Of course, she is.
Buddha has said that her lawyer is a lawyer on University Avenue. So therefore, what I will do is I will give this lawyer some time to respond. I will send a letter, and if the lawyer doesn't respond, then I'm going to sue the lawyer.
Oh my God. So here we go with this chatterbox person. Who the fuck is this? Clearly, this is somebody new. Clearly, because they are so fucking dumb with the questions that they're asking. They're bringing up me. They're bringing up Buddha bitch. This is somebody that is brand fucking new. Chatterbox is saying, so Buddha has a lawyer impersonator and PG has a lawyer impersonator. Is that what you're saying? Well, no shit, Chatterbox. What is your IQ? Maybe 7?
Lawyer. When the lawyer gets this lawsuit and he shows up in court, it's either he will say then and there, I have no idea who this Buddha bitch individual is. They've been using my credentials and impersonating me, or this is fraudulent. Or they'll be like, yes, this is my client. Let's go ahead with this lawsuit. I'm representing them. Either way, I honestly don't care. But if this lawyer shows up and says, I have no idea who this Buddha bitch is, they're using my credentials in a fraudulent manner, we now have a criminal case on our hands because that would be fraud.
Ooh, Monty says that like he's a judge. We now have a criminal case, ladies and gentlemen. Well, no shit, Sherlock. No shit. I've watched enough Netflix to know. Thanks. All right. I know. Okay. God, man. Like, he announces this like he's fucking God or something. Like, ooh, it's a criminal case now. Duh. Fuck off.
And when you do fraud, you're going to fuck around and you're going to find
You're one to talk about fraud, Monty.
out. So, or was it smack? I said you're on the ching, Eggy, okay? It wasn't smack. It wasn't crack. Get with the times. How the hell can you live in in Scotland and you don't know Scottish slang? What's that Scottish slang? A mickle make a muckle?
Oh my God. Frappuccino, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't freak you out. I hope I didn't freak anybody out. It's just I've been holding that in for a while. And bitch, don't test me. I will chew you out for as long as you sit up on that fucking panel. I'll bring Ariel up here with me. I'm sure Ariel's got quite a bit to say too. So if Val wants to really keep running her mouth and hide behind sock accounts, she's going to have another thing coming. Because trust me, there are plenty of people that are aware of what Valerie's doing. And Monty is allowing this shit to happen. Monty allows her every single time because Valerie is his little attack dog. It's his little chihuahua. That's all you fucking are, Valerie. You're just a little chihuahua dog that just runs around attacking people. Kiss my fat ass.
Well, what's the other slang for like when something's like really cool? What's it? Let me look this up. I used to know like a lot of Scottish slang.
And I just realized that Monty is wearing the actual glasses that I sent him. That's fucking ironic. The very first package, well, maybe, no, not first package, third package. Third package that I sent him were of those turtle frames, and he's still wearing them. That's fucking pathetic.
but I don't anymore. But yeah, Eggy, you should be on the times with the slang, or have you been lying to me this entire time? You're not Scottish at all. Uh,
God, Monty, you are so ignorant.
um, oh yes, the Scottish slang for something cool. That's bra. So when I say that's super bra, that means I'm saying it's cool. Or is that old? Am I
That's old, and we know what it means.
like if I say that's bra, is it old? What's up, Soil? How you doing? All right, so yeah, I actually wanted to not come on right now.
Exactly, exactly, Ariel. That is rich coming from him. Like you're one to talk about fraud and scamming, really. And there goes the puppy. All right, sorry about that. Um, apparently the puppy had something to say about Monty being a fraud. So anyway, you're one to talk, Monty. You're one to talk.
But I have changed the time for this because originally I was supposed to go into Toronto Wednesday. Then I got busy because I actually have
Oh my God, Monty, nobody cares. Either you have the proof or you don't. And clearly, with as much as you've been talking, you don't have the proof.
things to do like a normal human being. I got a house to take care of. I got animals to feed. I got work to do. I even
Just like the rest of us, Monty. Just like the rest of us. The rest of us out here are trying to live our lives and mind our own fucking business. But because of assholes like you who won't shut the fuck up, you're not letting that happen. It now is to the point where you need anybody who mentions my name, you need to block them automatically. Just like anybody who tries to come in here, which I'm assuming my moderators already know this, but anybody who comes in here trying to say the lawyer's name, trying to say the wife's name, anything like that, automatic block. Okay? Why are you letting these asshole trolls bother you? Why are you so fucking easily rattled with this shit, Monty? You've been on this platform for as long as I have, and you are letting the slightest little things get under your skin. It's really fucking sad to watch, man.
I'm taking a few courses right now.
Nobody cares.
So I wasn't able to go Wednesday. So I was gonna go today, but last night I was like, I think it might be best because this is actually most likely gonna go to court. That I send a letter through registered mail.
And by the way, I will say he wants to be in a court case so fucking bad because he thinks the only way that he's going to save this channel is if he can get as much drama going on as like what Gigi has going on. Okay. And Gigi's tied up in 2 or 3 different court cases. Don't even know how that man's still here. No offense, Drilla. I don't know if you're here or not. I know you're Team Gigi, but I'm just making that as a comparison. Okay. He wants to be in a court case so bad that he doesn't give a fuck who it is. He thinks it's the only way that he can save his channel. He has never once sat there and asked himself, gee, why is my channel tanking so much? Is it because I used all of these people? Is it because I scammed all of these people? Is it because every single person that used to support me in my chat is now gone and removed from the internet? You have never once asked yourself, am I the problem? And it's because you are the problem, Monty.
To this lawyer with the evidence showing that Budovich has used his credentials, and then he can either respond then or not because I don't know what he's doing with copyright law when he is a criminal lawyer dealing with essentially and mainly criminal matters. Now all of a sudden he's involved himself in copyright. That's literally like a 180 from what he's been doing.
Oh my gosh. I love your comment. This person is saying this is a man who streams to like a dozen people at a time and doesn't think anyone cares what he says. Exactly. And have you noticed more and more lately that Monty has been unable to provide proof in almost every single stream because he knows people aren't listening to him anymore. Monty's biggest fear is turning on that stream and nobody being in the chat. As a sociopath, that is his biggest fear, is turning on that chat and having nobody. If you really want to rattle Monty, don't go to his streams. Don't go. Boycott him. Are you sick of Monty? Black him out. Just like you did with Chantel. Black his ass out. Because you did with boycott him. Are you sick of Monty? Black him out. Just like you did with Chantel. Black his ass out. because the only way he's going to stop streaming is if he's either A, ignored out of the community, or B, people actually start waking up to who he actually is. And trust me, people know, but the only reason they even fuck around with him at all is because he's this easy to troll. He might have. I don't know. I don't really pay that much attention to weight and all that. And weight's just a number. Corin is saying I had no idea you're such a badass. I'm not. I'm just hyped up today. I had an energy drink before I came on here. Hey, Jarella, it's good to see you, hon. I'm glad you're here. I'm Team Jarella too. Just don't expect me to be Team GG though, okay? I can't support GG. He's a nutcase. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Frosty, girl, it's good to see you. Hey, I DM'd you the other day, by the way. I don't know if you check DMs anymore, but you do have a DM sitting in there for me, hun. I was going to talk to you about a couple things, Frosty, just so you know, but I'm glad you're back. I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad to see a lot of people back, actually. Monty, just so you know, this is how you treat people. Okay. When you have people who are returning back to your stream to support you instead of doxing them, you should treat them with respect because they were brave enough to come back. Okay. And anybody who is brave enough to come back deserves a second chance, in my opinion. All right. This is why your streams suck. This is why your channel is barely getting 200 views and under because you have literally harmed everyone who has ever supported you.
So we shall see. Things will progress, and I will get down to this because one
Yes, Detective Monty is on the case.
thing that was done, like I said, is put in a lawyer's credentials to put in a lawyer's credentials on official legal documents is a big no-no. So we shall see. So yeah, Eggy, I said that you were on the ching, okay? And is bra like a literal word they use in Scotland still? Like if I say that's bra, so is that like excellent? Is that great? Is that beautiful?
Ooh,
Is that a saying they still use?
why are you dragging Eggy? That's one of your longest running listeners. Eggy has literally been there since God, since the day you started fucking streaming. And then all of a sudden you're throwing her under the bus on your community tab because you're that low on the clout. You don't have any emails from me anymore. People are slowly not having to do anything with you, slowly starting to back off. I even heard that you were kicked out of a couple of discords because of your behavior. So people are slowly starting to pull away from you. I wonder why that is. And trust me, I don't like Eggy Toast. Eggy Toast and I go back and forth all the time. But I still think it's bullshit that you're throwing somebody that is your longest running listener under the bus.
Use. All right. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, I guess I can.
Oh, God.
Okay. So what's Bally saying? Let me check. I spent a lot of time teaching my.
Hang on. Somebody's talking about my dog. Okay, why are they talking about my dog? My dog is just fine. She was just barking like 15 seconds ago. My dog is alive and well. Thank you. It's Valerie. Pookie, the only way I can answer this is if you hear a weird off the wall, like if you hear a crazy off the wall rumor about me, it was Valerie. It's Valerie starting her shit once again. Once again. Like always. Oh no, hyped up me may not be good though. I drank this Alani. What is this damn thing? It's an Alani pink slush because I was gonna like power clean my house today because I have company coming this weekend. And I drank this thing for the first time ever, and I think I'm feeling it. It was really good though. It's the pink slush one. I've never had those before. It was actually pretty good. Okay, Frosty. Yeah, you should have a DM in there waiting for me. All right, Drilly, you're just chilling. All right, cool. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what other shit he's got to say.
Chat GPT, Monty. We should build a GPT for your legal cases, though. I don't know what to expect of it.
But okay, I really don't recommend Chat GPT for motions, okay? Because, like I said, when I turned in my motion, there's like an actual physical lawyer who looked at the motion first. Then I ran it through Chat GPT again. Then I took it back to the lawyer. The lawyer kind of laughed at it and he goes, "Is this Chat GPT?" And I go, "Oh no, it's that bad that you can tell." And he's like, "Yeah, we can tell." I was like, oh shit. Okay, we'll go with your version. He's like, yeah, let's go with my version.
Well, we shall see. What are you saying, Bali? He emailed you because he had my USA something something. What's that all about? How the hell is the Diddy trial already starting? I guess they want to fast track it, man. Is it? It hasn't even been that long. I'm sure it's like been on everybody's mind. It's only been a couple months, but of course it's going to get fast tracked in the courts. PG responded to me on our community tab.
Damn. Damn, y'all watching me like that? Damn. Y'all reporting on my community tab like it's the fucking newspaper or some shit. The fuck?
PG responded to me on our community tab.
Damn. Damn, y'all watching me like that? Damn. Y'all reporting on my community tab like it's the fucking newspaper or some shit. The fuck? Um, Sophie is saying Monty is unloyal and fickle. Yeah. Yeah, and he's moody as fuck lately. Moody as fuck. The man needs meds. All right. He needs something. I don't know what he needs, but he needs something. Um, Eggy is Miss Anthrope. Really, Drilla? So we have an idea of who that is? Well, I don't know what Miss Anthrope is so bent out of shape about me for, but all right, you do you. Um, Random old name Tiffany or Timothy. JM just said your dog doesn't exist. Well, the dog was just barking. So rewind. That's all I have to say. Oh my god, you guys come up with the wildest shit. Well, there's a lot of people that say that, but they can think what they want. You love the pink slush flavor. I do too. It's actually pretty good. You haven't tried the Alani, but you have the Monster one you're about to drink. Nice. I do like Monster. I usually do the sugar-free Monsters, but those are harder to find sometimes. Um, I don't know, Kinkles. I don't know for sure. I have no clue on that one. Hey Scarlett, good to see you. You're not on a list, hun. You're good. You're all right. You're good with me. You love Monster and Alani. Well, like I said, this is my first ever Alani, and somebody was like, "Oh, you got to try the pink one. It's like the ultimate best." And I will admit that was pretty good. I drank all but like an itty bitty little bit because I was like, I'm gonna power clean my house today, and Ariel, Ariel's just egging shit on over there. But I had to clean the house before the weekend. I've got a pretty big weekend coming up. But anyway, all right, go ahead, Monty. Jesus.
Board travels fast because she's watching.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. So whoever this chatterbox asshole is, they're saying PG just sounded. Oh, wait, no. Chatterbox girl says PG just responded to you on her CT, which is community tab. Word travels fast. Girl, you must be new. You must be new. Um, yeah, we may want to keep tabs on this chatterbox person because they look a little bit shady.
I'm still pissed off at the situation where people
Of course you are. You're always pissed off about something.
who should have common sense literally made a person who's highly manipulative and that has a plethora
Monty, you're more manipulative than anybody I've ever fucking met. According to my therapist, your level of manipulation specifically is at the highest level it can go. Okay. We're talking like psychopath level here. Okay. And when you get to the level of psychopath, there's no going back. That's what people are saying about you. They can say the same thing. So shut up.
of mental illnesses fool them into thinking that shit was happening because literally the PG playbook, and it was
Did I have to take it back? Did he really just say that?
in that shit was happening because literally the PG playbook.
There's a playbook, you guys. What the fuck?
Fool them into thinking that shit was happening because literally the PG playbook.
Oh my god, you guys. It is so cringe. It is so cringe. He said the word playbook. It's like my worst horror movie ever come to life. I am not okay. Not okay. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm laughing out. A fucking playbook? A fucking playbook, Monty. We're going to be that dramatic. How many views do you need, Monty? How many views do you need, hun? Just say the number, okay? Just say the number because you are reaching. You are extremely reaching. Drilla is saying misanthrope, someone who hates humanity. Well, I honestly don't know who misanthrope is. I think I've seen that name around, but I don't remember from where though. Ilizu. Oh, and Scarlett, I liked your witch song by the way. That was cool. The Hex Me song, that was really cool. Oh, there's a blue Alani too. See, there's all kinds of shit I need to try. Oh gosh, you guys, it's been too long. 2 months has felt like forever. Um, PG unironically gets more viewers and more supporters than Monty does. Facts. Facts. Corn Chowder says your therapist has diagnosed Monty with NPD. Oh, girl, if you only knew. If you only knew the things my therapist said about Monty. If you could only be in that room. Timothy is saying he studied UPG. Oh, I know he did. I know he did. He thinks that he knows me inside and out. He thinks that he could write a book about me. He thinks that he could write a diagnosis about me. And you barely know the bare minimum, Monty. You don't know me when the live stream goes off. You don't know how I am off stream. Like there's people in this chat right now like Ariel. Ariel knows who I am off stream. She knows I'm very chill, I'm very casual, and I'm not as hyped up as I appear to be most times. I'm actually a very chill person. And Monty just turns it into this big scary horror movie. And it's people like Monty and people like Jessica who keep and Valerie who keep running their fucking mouths about shit. And the right people will know that they're full of shit.
And I was actually thinking of maybe doing a video where I show the recordings of her like calling me to up to 300 times in a day.
That is a bold faced lie. A straight up bold faced lie. Bitch, show me where. In the words of Bridget, show me, Monty. I am from the goddamn show me state. Show me where I ever called you 300 times anything. Bitch, you don't have it. You don't have the proof because it never fucking happened. You just want the drama. That is all you care about. That is it. Am I guilty of texting? Sure. I'm guilty of texting. But I am one of those people where if you can text me, please text me and don't call me. Please, if you want to ask me anything, anything at all, please just text me. Because I very rarely use my phone as it is. This is a straight up lie. So you go on ahead and you make your little documentary, Monty. Because I can guarantee you, whatever he's using is the Text Now app, and he is just generating fake numbers for the sake of entertainment. He doesn't even know my new number. Only my family does. And he's being a straight up lying asshole about this shit because he's that desperate to save his channel.
Over and over and over again. And what I was going to do is show that if you call somebody 200-300 times in a day, over and over, just ringing the phone off, and I'm turning my phone off. I got calls I need to handle. I need to do this. I need to do that.
By the way, Monty has more than one phone. Monty is trying to exaggerate, and Monty is trying to pretend like he only has one device. You can go ask Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer will confirm for you that he has multiple phones because even Tiny Dancer had at least two different numbers of his. He has multiple phones, he has multiple lines, he uses apps like Text Now to text himself and to pretend like people are harassing him because he wants to work up his crowd. He wants his crowd to get angry and mad and rage, and that's what he wants. That is drama to him. He is all about the drama and nothing else.
Not everybody sits on their big fat ass and whatever slump ass piss and shit house, got nothing better to do, make up that they have 2 or 3 jobs that they got.
Where the fuck is that coming from? I want to know where the fuck
Not everybody sits on their big fat ass and whatever slump ass piss and shit house, got nothing better to do, make up that they have 2 or 3 jobs that they got.
Where the fuck is that coming from? I want to know, where the fuck is that coming from? Who lied about that shit?
Ass piss and shit house, got nothing better to do, make up that they have 2 or 3 jobs.
Who the fuck is running around saying that I have 2 to 3 jobs? I'm going to say this again for those in the back. I don't have 2 to 3 jobs. I'm not on disability. I'm not on Social Security. I'm not on any of this made up fucking bullshit that people want to sit here and hang my head over. So you need to keep your fucking pitchforks over there. My entire time that I have been in Girl World, I have not been on disability. The lawyer could actually approve that I have not been on disability at all. I'm sure he's seen my entire financial background. I'm sure he knows about all of it. I am not on that. There are 2 different types of disability, and that is not what I am on. Why is there this sudden stigma of if you have food stamps or if you have disability or if you're on this, if you're on that, if you're on Medicaid, if you're on this? So if you're a typical person who is struggling, you're not allowed to be in Girl World? Is that what this is? So if you're on Medicaid or if you're on disability or if you're on food stamps, you're considered to be trash? So you're not allowed to have an opinion if you're financially struggling just a little bit. That's what Monty is trying to do here. Because in Monty's mind, the definition of a bad person is somebody who is on welfare. Just because you're on welfare doesn't mean that you're not allowed an opinion. That's how highly he thinks of himself. That's how high his standards are. He doesn't know fuck all from fuck all. Your financial status does not determine you as a person, in my opinion.
That they gotta go to when they don't have to do shit because they get their money from the fucking government. I actually gotta go to work. I can't have somebody be calling me
Then go to work and shut up, Monty. Go to your 16 jobs that nobody cares about.
at 5 a.m. in the morning, at 7 a.m. in the morning, at 10 a.m., at like 1 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 11 o'clock, at 12. It's really completely ridiculous. And it's clear and apparent that this person has nothing better to do. So
I have plenty of things to fucking do. I have a whole ass family to take care of. Did you forget that? Did you forget that, Monty? I have a whole ass family to take care of. Can you say the same? Because here lately, you've been showing up a day late and a dollar short. So, right back at you.
So maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But clearly, she was not a person that should be trusted. That she's actually telling you.
You're one to talk, asshole. You're one to talk. You literally tried to call me a red rummer. 2 years ago, you were looking at my ex's streams and you were turning them into content. The streams where he killed himself on stream. You were turning that into your own personal content, Monty. So you're going to sit here and say these things about me and make these assumptions about me and these accusations that aren't even true. And by the way, it all falls under the definition of slander, which is why I'm recording it now for this channel. So I will have it permanently in my records. You literally called me a red rummer, among many other things. I haven't talked about you in 2 months. 2 fucking months, Monty. Because I want nothing to do with your ugly ass. Nothing.
You the truth, and it's completely ridiculous that she was getting away with this shit for such a long time.
Oh, and you have gotten away with shit for decades, Monty. Don't make me say the list. Do you want me to say the list of people that you have run off in this community? Because I could start it in alphabetical order. Do you want me to name the amount of people that you have run off? Because the list is never ending. So don't sit here and say oranges and apples, because right now you're not making a lick of sense.
And I guess she flew, how should I put it, flew too close to the sun, in a sense, where it took a lawyer that's in her vicinity.
Don't talk about him. Do not talk about him. He doesn't have any beef in this conversation. He doesn't like you. He doesn't want anything to do with you. He doesn't want to be mentioned. He doesn't want to be talked about. And don't sit here and pretend like you are buddy buddy with him because I know you're not. Shove it up your ass, Monty. Learn to leave people alone.
either city wise, maybe a few cities over in the state. She played her game with a guy who was a schizophrenic. She played her game with me. She played her game with.
There's no reason to bring up my son's father who passed away. There was no reason to bring that up. I am not playing a game with anybody. It's not a fucking game. You're the one who fake dated me, Monty. You did it all for the clout. Playing a game. There was no reason to bring that up. I am not playing a game with anybody. It's not a fucking game. You're the one who fake dated me, Monty. You did it all for the clout. Everybody knows this shit.
Whoever. If you truly think that she hasn't done this to a multitude of people,
No, asshole. I haven't done it to a magnitude of people. Just for an example, and why I'm having to prove this to you, I don't fucking know. But just last year, from June until December, I dated somebody. And I dated somebody off the radar. There was somebody that I dated that I barely even talked about because we were just dating. That is it. I don't run around using my relationships for tea. That's not on my agenda. But you're making it out like it is because you're desperate for views.
I don't know what to tell you. Okay, maybe you can buy a bridge.
And I never played the game with you, as you put it. You were the one who was playing the long game with me, asshole. You were playing the long game with me. Do I need to bring up how you scammed me out of $1,200? Do I need to bring up how you scammed me out of a passport? Do I need to bring up how you sent a magnitude of whores and God knows whatever else chasing after me, attacking me every other fucking day for 2 or 3 years? You want me to talk about that shit? I'm the bad person, but you're the one who's fake dating me or did fake date me, which is even disgusting to admit to. I don't even know why I was attracted to you. I don't even think I was. You need to learn when to shut up, Monty. And you should have shut up a long time ago.
I have in Brooklyn. It's called Brooklyn Bridge. I'll sell it to you for like 10 million or something.
Shut the fuck up.
But it's completely plain and obvious to me that she is doing this and currently has done this, currently still doing this to a multitude of people.
No, you lying asshole. No, I am not like this with every single man that I meet. I am not. What do you want? Do you want all of my exes to come out of the woodwork and they give their personal opinions on me? Is that what you want? What's the point of doing that, Monty? What's the point? Oh, wait, that's right. So you can get views. I forgot. It's all about the views.
A multitude of people and probably still is doing it to this day.
No.
It's completely ridiculous to some.
No, Monty. Again, you were playing the long game with me, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows what you did. Everybody knows that you're a liar, you're a fraud, and you're a scammer. And you've done it to a magnitude of women, not just me.
Somebody has flown underneath the radar and has done this to a multitude of people and keep getting away with it.
No, I am not getting away with anything. Absolutely nothing. You're the one who's just lying for views.
Completely whack to me that somebody was able to do this. And all it took was a lawyer in her close vicinity to know exactly what to do because he's a lawyer and he wasn't going to get stalked and harassed by a piece of shit like Purple Glitter. So he put her in court.
No.
So we shall see what happens with that whole situation.
No, you cannot get anything right, Monty. You cannot get anything right. The only people that know what happened between the lawyer and I is the lawyer and I. And it's none of your goddamn business. It is not. Stop dragging him into shit. Stop trying to put him on the spot. Stop trying to drag him into girl world. Leave him and his family the fuck alone and just stop your shit. It's getting old, Monty. It's truly getting old.
Situation. Seems I might have to do that as well. PG has been lying since day one. I'm literally have been 100% with every thing I've said, from the Jessica Messica drunk driving situation to the Hannibal situation, Timberlake situation, PG situation.
Don't group me up with those fucking people. I am not like any of those fucking people at all. I've never scammed anybody here. I've never asked anybody for a dime for a fucking thing. Timberly grifted people for hundreds of dollars. She grifted Farida. You knew about it for 6 months and you didn't say fucking shit. You ran and hid from the situation. Farida and BBW Veronica Vick both came to me because you weren't doing shit. Timber is a scammer. Hannibal was an abuser. Don't even get me started on GP and all the nasty shit that GP has said to fucking AK. Don't even get me started on that shit. Do not put a label on me like you were putting on those other people. I am not the same and I never will be. You just wish that I was.
Shit, I'm even sick of being right now. Because I've been 100% right with these.
Okay, I don't know who this DoorDash queen bitch is, but we need to add her. Hey, don't even get me started on that shit. Do not put a label on me like you were putting on those other people. I am not the same and I never will be. You just wish that I was.
Shit, I'm even sick of being right now. Because I've been 100% right with these.
Okay, I don't know who this DoorDash queen bitch is, but we need to add her to the list. That one needs to be added to the list. DoorDash queen, whoever the fuck that is. Exactly, Ariel. PG doesn't want him. She's moving on. You might as well go on ahead and send Monty on over to Valerie. She can have that used goods if she wants it that badly. You can take that off my hands, Val. You go right ahead. So this DoorDash queen, whoever the fuck this troll is, I'm assuming another one of Jessica Meska's crew. Um, DoorDash queen is saying PG got served by her lawyer in court. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Looks like you're new. You haven't been around long, have you?
These situations. Anyways, I'm gonna take off because I just wanted to share that I will be continuing with the situation with the lawyer. As I've said, there's honestly two options. It's either he is representing her or he's not. If he's
Sorry, I'm laughing at corn chowder. I'm not laughing at Monty. I'm laughing at corn. Corn says, "Happy birthday, Timber." Don't. Now you're going to trigger Timber.
not representing her, then what she's done is fraud. And I will continue with the court case, and he can
blah, blah, blah.
show up to court, said lawyer or not. Doesn't really matter to me.
Oh, man. Now I'm already crashing from this energy drink. That sucks.
And we'll take it to the authorities. People can't get away with putting stuff on a legal document and thinking it's okay just because they want to. Okay, it's not okay.
Ariel.
I wouldn't have the balls, the guts, or the stupidity to do that. Just put somebody's real credentials on a legal document to get away with putting.
Yes, you would. You are that stupid. Hell, you turned around, and I can't believe I'm bringing this up right now, but you turned around and you left a fake review on Hecate's daughter's sex page or some shit, Monty. And how would we not think that you could possibly fake documents when you're running around leaving fake comments on fake people's pages? That's the kind of level that you stoop to, Monty. So it's kind of hard to believe you and this whole "I'm going to be a good boy" campaign. Bullshit.
And having a video get put back.
And by the way, Ariel, I have no idea who that is. You were going to say something to Sour Gummies, but she makes videos on her channel and they speak for themselves. Oh, I don't know who that is. I'll have to check that out later. I will definitely check that out later, but I don't know. That person is new to me. So, I'm writing DoorDash Queen down on the list and we'll look into it. Thank you guys. I mean, I think the list is a good idea. I don't really, Ariel's laughing. I don't really quite know why Girl World is so obsessed with their list, but it's cool. Whatever makes you feel better, man. Make all the list you want. Go ahead.
And then, yeah, thank you, Blue Eyes. Really appreciate you. Thank everybody. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Eggy. All you lovely people are very raw. Okay, so take care of yourselves.
You're very raw. Okay.
I'll be back maybe in a appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Eggy. All you lovely people are very raw. Okay, so take care of yourselves.
You're very raw.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Eggy. All you lovely people are very raw. Okay, so take care of yourselves.
You're very raw. Okay.
I'll be back maybe in a few days. We'll see. But I'll be around and I'll be handling matters behind the scenes. All right.
Oh, yeah. You do that, Detective Monty. You go right ahead. Go play parole officer. Oh my God, you guys. I am so irritated. I'm going to have to go for a walk. I am so irritated now. This man is just on my last fucking nerve, man. On my last fucking nerve. God. Get out of my ass, Monty. How much more plain as day do I need to say it? And I'll take the T girl down. Monty, listen closely. Okay? Come closer. Come closer. I don't want to talk to your lying ass. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. Get out of my ass, man. That goes for a lot of you. Crab Latte, you can get the fuck out of my ass. Ricky Morky, you can get the fuck out of my ass. There's a lot of you who need to get the fuck out of my ass. Okay? There are plenty of people for you to react to here in Girl World. It doesn't got to be me 24/7. And watch, Buddha bitch will come back just because I came back for one stream. She's like, I'm back. You guys watch. And Hecate's, bitch, don't start your shit. You go 4 days without showering. It is disgusting as fuck. There's a reason I unsubscribed and I left to a lot of people because I don't want to see that shit anymore. Okay? A lot of people are very people. 4 days without showering. It is disgusting as fuck. There's a reason I unsubscribed and I left to a lot of people because I don't want to see that shit anymore. Okay? A lot of people to a lot of people because I don't want to see that shit anymore. Okay? A lot of people are very disgusting to me. A lot of people are very two-faced to me. All right? And trust me, you may think that you're not going to get caught talking shit, but you have no idea what I can see on my side. I can see discords, I can see emails. I've seen a lot of shit. Okay? Fuck. Only Ariel knows this shit, what I'm about to say. She can confirm it. I got a fucking letter. You heard me right. I got a fucking letter at the end of last month on fucking April Fool's Day. Some crazy ass psycho bitch typed up a fucking letter at the end of last month on fucking April Fool's Day. At the end of last month on fucking April Fool's Day. Some crazy ass psycho bitch typed up a fucking letter, signed it with Doug's name, and said, please contact me when you get this letter. That's the level people try to go IRL with me. And I didn't say shit about this. Okay? I said only shit to my moderators, and that was it at the time. Yes, I got a letter. I got a letter with a Liberty, it had a Liberty Bell stamp on it. And that Liberty Bell stamp specifically is out of Pennsylvania. Okay? Anybody can buy it on Amazon. I already looked it up. Anybody can buy a pack of stamps with the Liberty Bell, but the Liberty Bell specifically is from Pennsylvania. The letter itself was a 2-paragraph letter about a bunch of nonsense, kind of like the email that I showed you today. Okay? It was kind of like, yes, you have permission to stream, and yes, please contact me when you get this letter. Fuck no, I ain't contacting nobody. I'm taking that crazy shit to the fucking police department. I didn't take a picture of it. I didn't take a picture of anything. Walked it up to the police department, said, hey, got a creeper, here you go, and turned it over to the police department automatically. This was back on April 1st. Okay? Literally on April Fool's Day. And you have to keep in mind that my address is already public. I've been doxxed 5 times, almost 6 now. Anybody could have done that shit. Anybody. This is why I stopped fucking around. This is why I dropped Girl World and walked away. Because when you take things IRL with me like that, then I'm going to have a fucking issue. Okay? That is some disgusting, creepy ass shit. Anyway, that just really pissed me off. So now it's out there. Exactly, Frosty. I told you. I told you. You and Alex were one of the first few people that I told. Because I was like, this shit's getting creepy. This is getting fucking creepy. And I did not do anything this wrong to fucking deserve this shit. I didn't deserve a fucking letter out of nowhere trying to get me to break no contact. Fuck you. I'm not breaking shit. But yeah, Ploppy, it was the Liberty Bell. I don't, can I Google it? Hang on. I'll Google it so you guys can see it. Liberty Bell stamp. Hang on. It was this one. Let me see if I can zoom in anymore. It was like an older looking stamp, which is what got my attention. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. And the puppy is whining in the background. She's ready for me to get off stream here, which I will have to do here in just a moment. All right, I found a picture of it. Trying to get my computer to like cooperate. Man, I am missing so much Emily D. Baker right now. I'm kind of pissed. All right. So this was the stamp that was on the envelope, which is the Forever Liberty Bell. Okay. When you Google that stamp, right? And Frosty, actually, thank you so much, Frosty. You were the one that helped me there. Frosty was the one who was like, wait, what stamp was it? And so we Googled the stamp. And when you Google the stamp, it comes back and it says from Pennsylvania. Okay. But you have to keep in mind that anybody could have bought this pack of stamps off of Amazon. Okay. Anybody could have bought it. Anybody. I think that somebody out there was trying to make it look like it was Valerie and trying to get us to fight, trying to get us to argue. But there was a reason that they chose that specific stamp because they wanted it to point back to Pennsylvania. Okay. So whoever did this is a sneaky ass bastard. Sneaky ass bastard. Frosty. um, I took it to the police department. I asked them if they would be able to run a trace on it. They said if they were able to run a trace, that it would take a while. That was back in April. We're in almost May now, and I haven't heard any correspondence back from my police department. I just let them contact me, and if they would have found something, they would have shown it to me by now. So shit got really, really creepy, and there was a reason only certain people knew about it. Um, and it was being handled quietly behind the scenes. But there's certain stuff like that letter, that random email that came in the middle of the court proceedings, just creepy random shit like that, that just completely makes you want to disconnect from any and everybody in girl world because it's not worth it. When people start going IRL with you like that, none of this is worth it. But the reason I addressed Monty today specifically is because Monty is now bringing innocent people into it that don't need to be brought into it. This case was closed 2 months ago. 2 months ago. There is no reason to keep bringing it up and throwing it back in my face. We all know what happened. We all know what went down. And that is it. That is it. So, Monty, the next time that and printed off a letter, I don't fucking know. But I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to keep getting more letters, you know? Confondu is saying the stamp. There it is. Exactly. Like that was creepy as shit, you guys. Like, talk about freaking me the fuck out. But Frosty was a good detective on that one. Scarlett is saying you must have a mic with noise cancellation. You apologize for the dog, but you can't hear her. Oh, well, she's very soft. Like, she's only like a 15, 20-pound dog. She's very small. She's toy size, so you may not hear her. Um, is anyone else in PA? Well, there's two people, and I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot here, but Ariel, you're from PA, right? And then Valerie lives in PA as well. So I find it interesting that whoever crafted that letter specifically made it the Pennsylvania stamp. Like they were really trying to stir shit up, and it's just bizarre. It is just bizarre. Corn is saying Monty loves this attention. I'm sure he's not liking it today. I kind of chewed his ass out for almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours today. Yeah, Scarlett, she's really tiny. She's a miniature toy schnauzer, and she's maybe 14 pounds on a good day. So, and she eats a lot of food too. She eats 3 times a day. She's got the best food she can possibly get. Like, I'm trying to get her to gain weight, and she just stays this little itty bitty dog. So she's my little guard dog. Oh, but you don't live there anymore. Okay, so you were from there, but you don't live there anymore. I got you. I got you. And by the way, is Papa Kilo coming back? Is he gonna come back and stream anytime soon? Um. Anyway, you guys, I think that's pretty much it for today. I didn't mean for the stream to be so long. Um. I got kind of hyped up because I drank that energy drink. So sorry. Sorry. I was a little bit hyped up. I blame the Alani. Okay, I blame the Alani. Um, she got it, man. Yeah, I know. I know. And Evie is also from PA. Interesting. So there's like this is a big community, you guys. And the whole reason I didn't talk about the letter itself was because I didn't want it getting that much attention. I was just like, I would rather unplug from this shit and take a huge break than sit here and be exposing a letter. You know what I mean? Because when it gets real like that, and when you've got people who are attacking you like that 24/7, like that had to take some balls to sit there and type up a letter, try to make me think that I'm being contacted when I'm not, because he's not going to do that. He's not going to risk the paperwork just to reach out to me to break the no contact. Because if he breaks the no contact first, then that means that entire order is now voided. Okay. But he has to be the one to break it. Like, I'm not that stupid. But it just really freaked me out. And that's when I decided that if people are going to take it IRL with me like that, then fuck them. Then I've got better things to do with my time, because there's a certain level of trolling that I don't mind. Like, I don't mind the funny shit when people are coming in, cracking jokes, and having a good time. That shit I don't mind. Okay. But when you're mailing me letters and trying to get me arrested, like actively trying to get me arrested, that's when I got a problem. That's when I got a huge problem. And that's when I decided to pull back. It was the only thing I could do. The only thing I could do. He's been very busy, but maybe. Okay, I was just wondering because you guys were talking about the Lexi stuff for a while. And then I was like, that we never really heard much. So I didn't know if we were going to hear much on the Lexi stuff. So check my DMs. Okay, I will do that as soon as I'm done. I've got to go pick up somebody soon here in like half an hour. But I will get to that as soon as I can, though. So poor Aunt Evie, she's a victim. I don't know who Aunt Evie is though. Like, do they hang out in like S Jam stream? Which maybe S Jam will come back one day. I don't know. One day, maybe one day. Thank you, Corn Chatter. I've missed you guys. I really have. Like, it's been really tough to stay silent on a lot of this stuff. Creepy ass letters. Okay, that's what did me in. Sending me a letter is a creepy ass fucking thing. All right. I don't know who thought of that. I don't want to know. I don't want any more letters. Like any more letters that I get, they're going. And they know that I'm working on things with the internet. They know that I'm working. I do know that I have an internet addiction, I guess you could call it. But you can be addicted to anything. Like, it doesn't have to be a substance. It doesn't have to be a person or a thing. You can be addicted to anything. So they know that I'm working on it, and they They were actually very, like, when I had this discussion with them, they were actually very, very supportive. And they were like, look, we want you to do what you want to do. We just want you to be safe with it. Like, they're more like, they were more concerned, like, when my address was leaked online, they were concerned because they, ooh, lost connection. Sorry, we're kind of going down in like a valley, but they didn't understand what like any of that was. Like, they didn't even know this side of the internet existed, and that is an eagle. That is a beautiful eagle. That's good luck. That was a bug on the shield. Existed, and that is an eagle. That is a beautiful eagle. That's good luck. That was a bug on the shield. Existed, and that is an eagle. That is a beautiful eagle. That's good luck. That was a bug on the shield. And they know you'll get used to it. Like, you just get to the point where you have to have conversations with your family. Like, there's a running joke now in our family. And I'm like, okay, the angry hamster is mad again and making empty threats. So everybody be careful. And they're like, again? And I'm like, again. So, that's the kind of talks you got to have, or else I got to text everybody. And I'm like, girl world's on a rampage. So if you get a text or a phone call, don't talk to anybody. Just block them and screenshot it and get it to me. Now, thankfully, that's only happened to like maybe two of my family members, but they handled it really, really well. They didn't freak out or nothing. So, you know, I'm thankful that I've got a really patient family. Now, thankfully, that's only happened to like maybe two of my family members, but they handled it really, really well. They didn't freak out or nothing. So, you know, I'm thankful that I've got a really patient family. How can I be a hacker if I can barely remember my passwords to my old accounts? Explain that to me. That's because I'm not a hacker. Number 8. You claim she wrote a book about you and your former boyfriend. She did not write a book about you or your former romantic partners. There's no book. Absolutely none. The only book I'm writing in words, the only book I'm writing in current present time is about the lawyer. It has nothing to do with Enchanted or anything from my past. And even the book I'm writing right now, he's not a lawyer. I've changed everything about him. He wouldn't even be able to recognize himself, even if he wrote it. Or, I'm sorry, even if he read it, he wouldn't be able to recognize himself with the changes that I've made. I don't exactly know what all she said to the lawyer that to make him feel how he feels right now. I have no idea what she said. But what I can tell you that whatever she told you is straight up bullshit. You don't understand. Jessica Meska is the type of person to record AA meetings in her own private Discord and call them entertainment. Jessica Meska is the kind of person who will send an alcoholic bottles and endless bottles of alcohol because she wants that person to hurt themselves with alcohol. So she just keeps on sending it. And we all know I'm talking about Queen Cobra, aka now. Again, what she did with my lawyer was make up a bunch of lies and bullshit until he believed her. And now I'm in the situation that I'm in now because of Jessica Meska. I'm not stupid, Jessica. I know why this is happening. And it's because of you and your orchestrated events. So she makes up so many lies that she gets me cease and desisted by a gentleman whom I've never met and who I cared a lot for. I cared a lot about him. I still care about him now. I worry about him every day. And I just wonder if he's okay and if he's dealing with this okay. So now the lawyer thinks that I went on a live stream, went to Walmart, took a pregnancy test on a live stream, and tried to claim it was his, which is nothing. I haven't done this. If I had done something like this, it would have been archived and thrown on 10 different stock account channels. The evidence would be there, and it's not. That was the first claim the lawyer made in the ex parte. I have never met him in person to this day, and I've never set foot in his home. I also have never set foot in his office. But this was all handcrafted by Jessica Meska. And it gets worse, people. She told him that I was going to send him something in the mail. You know who sends stuff in the mail? Queen Cobra, not me. Queen Cobra likes to send gross and disgusting shit to fucking King Cobra to try to get him back. But I've never once sent anything in the mail at all. Period. Absolutely nothing. How can I send him anything in the mail if I don't have his personal address? Doesn't make sense now, does it? And he sits there and claims that I send my followers to attack and yada, yada, yada. No, it's Jessica that sends her minions to attack, not me. So that's what this bitch has done. 3 cease and desists, constantly harassing and attacking, constantly, for the past 2.5 to 3 years. And she sends a new and different minion to attack me every day as well. Not everybody can handle that level of harassment. But the things that I'm being accused of in the ex parte, I didn't even do them. I didn't do any of this shit. It was all Queen Cobra that did this shit. Not me. And that's where I think the confusion is. I think Jessica has like slipped him a link or something that says, oh, that's not her channel. This is her channel. And whatever he's watching is a sock account channel. And it's not my main channel. I think there's a hang up right there. A miscommunication, something. But would you be able to handle that level of harassment from her? Because she harasses people to death. Go ask Enchanted. Go ask SJam. There's other victims as well. Okay?
What the fuck is going on, man?
Somebody please tell me that pistachio is not this stupid. Please tell me pistachio is not this stupid. They are bored and they are fucking with you. Hey, orange idiot in the back. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The idiot in the back who's been stalking me for 2 years that I've had to block on every single freaking site that I have. You came in fighting with my mods. You came in starting shit with my Twitter. You did all kinds of shit. And by the way, Scarlett, I know you're the one that left. But to answer the orange idiot's question in the back, you fucking moron, I'm a reactor and I stay a reactor. You all are just absolutely insane. Straight up insane. You fucking morons. If you were smart, you would shut the fuck up until after the court date. I have a feeling this shit's gonna belly up real fucking quick. Do I need to tell you when I'm waking up, eating, breathing, and shitting? Do I need to tell you all of that too? Can crab latte get out of my ass for at least, I don't know, a month or so? Because you just started up a whole shitstorm that you're going to wish you never did. You better damn well hope that Monty doesn't start digging into you if he hasn't already. It's only a matter of time. And it's only a matter of time for all of you. Looking at you, Jessica Meska, Gumball Gusher. Valerie Glenn. Bitch, I know you're listening. Don't act like you aren't. Valerie L. Glenn from Pennsylvania. The bitch who never crawled out of my ass. I know you can hear me, bitch. You've been actively stalking me since 2021. 2021. Because you were butthurt over a fucking tarot reading that didn't say what you wanted it to fucking say. You harassed me for 10 months straight for no goddamn reason to the point that I had to go and seek legal. And don't be running, Jessica Meska, because you're part of this too. Capone Boxer, looking at you. Sergeant Brock, who else do I need to call out right now? Nova, where the fuck you at? Bia, where the fuck you at? Ariel, where the fuck you at? So you all want to sit here and tangle up my life, tie up my problems, pin all this shit on me? But when the time comes, ain't nobody around, huh? Ain't nobody but the real ones. The ones who know actually what the fuck is going on. Sit here and tangle up my life, tie up my problems, pin all this shit on me? But when the time comes, ain't nobody around, huh? Ain't nobody but the real ones. The ones who know actually what the fuck is going on. Valerie never fucking left. Bitch, I don't even know you. And I'm sorry I don't have the best attitude, but I'm tired of motherfuckers. If you can post it you can fucking delete it. You don't do fuck all. Well, guess what, bitch? It's coming right back to you. This is what happens when you come for me. All the new people, take a fucking hint. You've got another thing coming. Valerie, if you do not leave me the fuck alone, I swear to God, I'll start calling your police department again. I have no problem talking to chief actors all over once again. Bull fucking shit. Leave me the fuck alone. People are forgetting that I'm in my own damn investigation because of these motherfuckers. You're going to keep getting videos like this until somebody shuts the fuck up. Okay? All right? Do I have to break it down any other way? Well, sis, I've got a news flash. And there are people who are ratting on you constantly, sis. And now my crew knows what you're doing. My crew knows what to look out for now. Even though it seems like I'm worked up, I'm really not. I'm everyone's favorite joke. I'm the Duff. I swear to God, if I ever catch you doing this shit again, I'm going to refer to this video. I'm your mirror, bitch. How far did that karma swapping get you? I hope they never talk to you fucking again, you fucking lunatic. When people are in this game, they don't say or do the things that they would normally do because they're in the fucking game. And if Monty fucks up, and if you can prove it, I will damn sure join in on making sure he gets served whatever he deserves. So while you all think it's fine and fun and games to torture me like you are, just be thankful you're not the ones in the hot seat. Stop talking shit. Why is that so hard to understand? Don't talk shit. It's that easy. That fucking simple. It's like I'm talking to kindergartners. Go stand in the corner until it's snack time. If you don't have the evidence to back shit up, I can't help you. Apparently, Crab Latte has signed herself up for round number 3 because she doesn't know when to shut her mouth. And I don't care if you record me, bitch. Record me, bitch. What do you think you're doing? What, you think you're going to make me homeless, make me lose everything, make everybody hate me, ruin my life? Is that what you think you're doing? Because you haven't done a goddamn thing. Not a damn thing. And then it's the two of you plus Goldtindy plus Grim that are the ones that are talking shit right now. You can take this post and shove it up your fat ass. You are 3 times fatter than me, and you don't even deserve to be here. You're a sea of faces that I don't give a fuck about. And if you don't want me coming for you, then shut the fuck up. And then there's one new one that's popping up under a poison something or other. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you are seriously fucked in the head and you don't have a shit clue as to what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah, she had that kind of audacity. Oh, and just like how recently she dropped my social security number thinking that it actually did something. She's just a Jessica Meska simp who was really desperate for clout. Really, Crab Latte? That's what a punk ass you are? And she's leaving traces of it all over the dark web because she's that stupid. Because you think you can roll with the big kids and you think you're a somebody in the farmers now because you got just a little shred of attention from me. Is that right, you dumb bitch? Do you think this is going to scare me? Do you think you've scared me at all at any time within these past 3.5, 4 years when I know it's you, bitch? You dumb son of a bitch. You dumb son of a bitch. You dumb bitch. Only reason you did it was to kiss Jessica Meska's ass. So apparently Buddha is running her mouth and spewing her shit once again. I'm here to react and I'm not really happy about it. So let's go. Why the fuck would I want your address? When I'm down. You dumb son of a bitch. You dumb bitch. Only reason you did it was to kiss Jessica Meska's ass. So apparently Buddha is running her mouth and spewing her shit once again. I'm here to react and I'm not really happy about it. So let's go. Why the fuck would I want your address when I'm down here in the Midwest? Why the fuck would I want that? Why are you so obsessed, Buddha? Are you fucking kidding me right now? At the end of the day, you're the problem. It's time to be a big girl and put your big girl panties on. I hate Belly. I hate Steve. I hate all of them. Buddha bitch is a clout chasing whore. And then you have the audacity to turn around and try to say that I'm doing something to you when I've never even done this. I have not even said anything bad about you, Buddha.
Buddha bitch is a clout chasing whore.
All right, you guys, welcome back. So, I want to talk about a couple of things and just kind of get this off my mind really quickly here. Um, we're now roughly a week away from the hearing. And while it's been amusing reading all of your entertainment online, um, I can't sit around and watch this all day. I do have a case that I need to be working on. I have to get my paperwork in order from the hearing. And while it's been amusing reading all of your entertainment online, um, I can't sit around and watch this all day. I do have a case that I need to be working on. I have to get my paperwork in order. I have to get my ducks in a row. I don't have time to sit there and respond to each and every post, however long you all are posting for. I know the only reason you're doing this is because Jessica Meska told you to. I know why this is happening. I've known all along. What I'm trying to say is this. I have to unplug in order to handle this case properly. And I feel like you all talking about me is just a distraction because I'm sure that's what Jessica Meska has to do in order to try to, I guess, play me like a fiddle or whatever. Okay. Jessica is just going overboard and beyond with trying to get me to react the way she wants me to when she can't figure out why I won't bend to what she wants. That's because I've disconnected all my emotions from this space. It's happened to me several times. I've had several splits while being a part of this community. I have more than emotional damages, and I'm more than willing to go out and find a new lawyer if Jessica Meska continues like she is. Because at the end of the day, I know this all started because of her. I know it's all because of her. I also think that Buddha coming back at this time is a plotted thing. So I just want to make it very clear. I'm officially unplugging for a while. I'm going to go touch grass in all ways. All right. I'm going to turn my notifications off and go. Okay. I feel like that is the best thing to do in this scenario. I don't really care what I miss. I don't care who's talking. You can talk my ear off all you want or until I'm blue in the face. I'm not going to respond to you. I simply don't have the time to respond to each and every one of you that are commenting right now. And I never once wanted the archive's attention. I was only talking to her and her alone. I wasn't talking to the other people. And that annoys me. Okay. You were in the wrong for what you did. You didn't even know to the full extent of the docs that it was. You acted without doing your research. You're a miserable simp. And to make things worse, you're a Jessica Meska simp. And Jessica Meska is going to be in hot water here in about 2.5 weeks. So, hopefully you all will understand why I'm unplugging. I'm sure some of you are going to ask, are you coming back? I don't know. It depends on how things go and how I feel after this is all said and done. I'm sure I'm going to feel differently. Hopefully things will come to a peaceful resolution. Hopefully. At least that's what I'm still hoping for. And that's what I'm still praying for. If you would like to pray for that along with me, your prayers are welcome. And I'm not quite sure why I got religious there, but anyway, sorry for this being like a rambly video. It's just me trying to get all my points across last minute. So what I'm basically telling you all is that I have turned my notifications off on all platforms and I am unplugging until after this court date. I am going to be taking all the time that I need. I'm not going to be rushing back here. So don't expect a return on the day of the hearing. It's just not going to happen. And it's not going to happen anytime soon. If I have my way, I'll never come back. So anyway, you guys, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to say. Yeah, there's something else I want to say before I go. Chantel, I got sucked into this world because of you, Chantel. And now my life is upside down because of you in a way. And it's really, really, like, it's really, really weird. And I know in my heart that you will never change. I could check on you in 6 years and you would still be on YouTube. You would still be stuff in your face, even if it was 1,000 people or if it was 100 people. I know you would do it regardless. You will never change unless you are forced to change. And you will keep repeating your mistakes until you finally take them on and find coping skills to deal with those mistakes. Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm just making this really quick video to explain everything and to get that out of the way. I've had a lot of questions and concerns coming in, and I feel it's best to just make an explanation video and call it good. So this is going to be short and sweet. First, I'd like to start with basically who knew first, etc., etc. So the only people that knew first about my situation were obviously the partner that I was involved with and still am involved with. We're still together even now. He knew first because he was there when I took the test. So he was the first one to know. The second people that I told were you guys because I was secretly excited. It was just something new to me. And I just wanted to tell somebody. So I told you guys first because some of you guys are like family to me, and a lot of you guys I'm really close friends with. Um, so there's the explanation for that right there. Um, I did not tell anybody in my family because I wanted to wait until I was, certain that I was a little bit further along and I was a little more confident that I would carry the full time. Then I was actually going to tell the family then once I knew for a fact that I was going to carry for the full term. That's when I was going to tell the family. But I was so excited that I went to you guys first just so I could talk about it. That was it. Secondly, okay, I've had some questions about why did you use a Google image search instead of your own test? That's another question that I keep getting over and over. So to explain this, I decided to use a Google image search screenshot because I didn't want my personal test being used in thumbnails. It's really that simple, you guys. I didn't want my personal test being put on some people's thumbnails, which is why I kept my test personal and I used a Google search for an announcement instead. Okay. I don't know why that's so hard for people to understand, but it's really that simple. All right. Um, I'm not going to show the real test because I know there are a lot of words. I know how much we have. I know how much we have. Sorry, guys. I'm rushing this morning. So sorry. I know there's a lot of sick and twisted people out there. We shall leave them nameless for now. But I know that there are certain people in this community that would take my test and use it as their personal thumbnail. Yes, they're that sick and twisted. So that's why I kept my test personal. That's why I decided to use the Google search instead. Okay. It's really that easy, people. It really truly is. And to clear everything else up. Okay. So you guys are also asking me how did everything happen so fast? So let me go over that really quickly and then we'll be all done here. So I took the test. Again, he was there with me when I took the test. That's how he knew first, which he should have known first. So then after that, I won't like it was him and my best friend that knew about it. And that was it. Those were the only two people in IRL that knew about what happened. And it was actually my best friend who came to me and was like, "Hey, are you aware that you can have a false positive test?" And I'm like, I can. And she's like, I'm serious. She's like, there's been a couple times in my life where I've taken 2 or 3 tests and all 3 tests came back positive. She's like, how many tests did you take? I said, I took 2. Both of them came back positive and both of them were 2 totally different brands. And she was like, okay, that's interesting. So she was like, here's what I would do. She was like, how soon can you get some blood work done? And I was like, well, it just depends on how soon I can reach doctor. So I was able to get a cancellation in, which was like on a Thursday or a Friday, or it could have even been a Wednesday. It's kind of hard to tell because of my work schedule, but I know I went one day after work. So at the time that I was telling you guys, I was actually waiting for blood work to come back when I told you guys. Okay. That's where the confusion is. So I should have waited for the blood work to come back. I shouldn't have said anything. This is just one big lesson for me that when it comes to something like this, it really needs to be kept quiet and it really doesn't even need to be talked about unless I know for certain that all things are going to go according to plan. So I apologize for the confusion. I know a lot of people are out there saying a lot of things and all of them are incorrect. They're not even true. But hopefully, this is enough of an explanation for all of you to basically put your mind at ease. It is possible to have a fake positive. It's possible, people. Now, because of this whole situation, I've in just to explain a little bit more on the blood work, I actually paid extra money to rush my blood work and have my blood work done basically within a 48-hour time span. I just hadn't told you guys about the blood work yet. You guys were just hearing about the announcement at the time the blood work was being done. So they rushed the blood work for me, and I literally got a call on the weekend from a nurse practitioner talking to me about the results. And once I finally heard about the real results, it really did put my mind at ease because while it was definitely a surprise, we would have gone through with it anyway. So, and I know a lot of people want to drag me or whatever. I can't stop them. They're going to think what they want to think and they're going to talk how they talk. I'm just here to tell you that none of that is true. I had a false positive. It was something that was out of my control. It happens once in a while. So say what you want, but these are the facts. Okay. So now that we have all of that wrapped up, that's basically all I wanted to say about this. And really, that's all I have time for. I'm literally walking out the door to work as I'm doing this. So I hope that's enough explanation for you because after this, I will not be answering any more questions. Okay. I'm getting really tired of explaining myself to people who are determined to twist my words and make it something. Hey, you guys, welcome back. So, about half an hour ago now, I released a video over Marty. Hey, you guys, welcome back. So, about half an hour ago now, I released a video over Marty, giving my condolences to the family, and I do still give them condolences even now. But within that half an hour time frame, I was false copyright struck. Okay, I'm going to show you the screenshots. I'm going to talk about who I think did it, and we'll go from there. I understand emotions are on high, but I'm not stealing anybody's content here. I'm staying within my terms of service and my guidelines that I've been instructed to. I'm providing constant commentary. And the only reason you struck me, Jessica, is because you didn't like what I had to say. You don't want Monty covering that content. You want to cover the content, right? That's why you struck me. Because you're a big, bitter, immature bitch who can't handle anything being said about her. It's really pathetic how sensitive you are to this, Jessica. It really, truly is. Like, I don't even take this much offense easily because my life is so much better without the crap in it. But you would never know because you're addicted and this is what you do with your entire life. Big difference. Jessica, get the fuck out of my ass, man. Can you just crawl out of my ass for like 2 months and leave me alone? I'm really about ready to turn you into crab latte and put well, I take it back. When it comes to my shit list, it goes Ariel G, Jessica Messica, and fucking crab latte. Then Roto Grave. So I have my own shit list too. All right. So this is another sock account for Jessica Messica. Get words. She hit me with a copyright claim when I did exactly what I was supposed to. I reacted to the content, I provided commentary over it, and I released it. Bitch, what are you complaining for? For what? For what? This is not your case, Jessica. This is my case. And I'm not talking about Marty. I'm talking about with the lawyer. Jessica, it doesn't matter what happens with you and Valerie or you, me, and Valerie. It doesn't matter. Because the Doug thing and I, that is a whole separate case. Whole separate case. Does not apply to Jessica Messica. Reason I'm doing this, Jessica, is because you struck my video for no goddamn reason. For no goddamn reason. Just like you were doxing people for no goddamn reason. That's why you got doxed back, because you did it to me. That's how it works. The only reason Messy Cow is as mad as she is because I said that Monty was the one who would be better off to do this whole thing. Okay. That's why. Here's the name that came in. Content owner. First initial M, Bommeli. Whoever that is. I have no idea who that is. Hi. I don't know which camp you're coming from. I don't know if you're coming from the Cobes camp or if you're coming from the cronies camp. Okay. I don't I don't know. All right. I don't know. For once in my life, I don't know. Despite where you come from, maybe you're a little new here. Maybe you don't know. This is not a good look for you, bro. It's not. It's not. I'm just assuming here, but it's not. It's not a good look for you. Okay. You're striking me over nothing. You're sending your little minions to strike me over nothing. You're sending them to attack me over anything that I do. And it's going to stop now. It's going to stop. I have enough words. I have enough to go to court with. I have enough evidence ready to be able to explain everything. And I am ready to go. And I'm going to wipe the courtroom floor with Jessica Messica's lies, bullshit, and slander. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And Jessica's going to be the next one running and crying. Wow. So fucking pathetic, man. So fucking pathetic. Oh. All right, guys. I'm going to make up for all my goofy shit last night by singing to y'all. I've never sung in front of anyone before, so this is going to be pitchy and all over the place, but it's just my way of apologizing to you guys for yesterday. So I'm going to be singing I Don't Give a Fuck by D Lupa. Chantel, you should know this one because this way of apologizing to you guys for yesterday. So I'm going to be singing I Don't Give a Fuck by D Lupa. Chantel, you should know this one because this was your anthem for a long time, girl. Long time. Let me get a drink of water. All right. This is going to be like more embarrassing more than ever. So, all right, let's go. Remember that weekend when my best friend caught you creeping? You blamed it all on the alcohol. So I made my decision. So you made your bed, sleep in it. Play the victim and switch your position. I'm through, I'm done. So I cut you off. I don't need your love. You have already cried enough. I've been done. We've been moving on since we said goodbye. I cut you off. I don't need your love. So you can try all you want. Your time is up. I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it. Get gone. Shut up. If you think I care about you now. But boy, I don't give a fuck. See you trying to get to me. See you begging on your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck. Trying to get to me. Get up off your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck about you. No, I don't give a damn. You keep reminiscing when you want my man, but I'm over you. Now I'm rolling the pants. You talk all that shit up, but I ain't coming back. Cut you off, I don't need your love. You can try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. 'Cause if you think I care about you now, boy, I don't give a fuck. You try to get to me, see you begging on your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck. Stop trying to get to me. Get up off your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck. See, I told you guys it was going to be all over the place and pitchy, but I hope y'all had a good time and I hope I got a few laughs out of you. So, see y'all tonight. Bye bye.